watching on YouTube. I'm watching on YouTube, sir.
Yashita, can you hear?
It's activated now. Activated. Just now I activated YouTube.
Okay, please tell on the cadets to join them.
Okay, we are starting. Good morning and Jai Hind. All the participants, cadets, parents and viewers. Today I am honored to open the two-day inter-house competition coinciding with the Independence Day celebration. It's nearly more than 16 months that we are interacting online due to COVID-19 pandemic. But the staff of this school has not stopped working. Rather, they have continued to teach and regularly innovate themselves with new teaching methods and technology to ensure quality education is being provided to one and all. One thing as a school which we all are missing was inter-house competition, which after effort of our technical and academic team has been designed and going to be conducted online and live on school YouTube channel. The Sainik school will leave no stone unturned to ensure that the best education and co-curricular activities are provided to cadets even if it is online. My best wishes and good luck to all participants of debate for poem recitation and quiz competition. Now I'll request the master to start the debate competition.
Warm greetings from Sainik School, Imphal. With the invocation of blessings from the Almighty, we are all set to start a series of co-curricular activities, namely English debate, recitation of poems in Hindi, Manipuri and English as inter-house competitions. Group Captain Rajnesh Kumar, Principal Sainik School, Imphal, has accorded permission to start English debate on the topic, Technology is Raising Unemployment Rates. Ladies and gentlemen, cadets and children, I am Kharakkam Premananda on the chair for the debate being conducted online. Today's judges are Mrs. Sarju, Mr. P. Rajeshwar, and Mrs. Nonida. Scorers are Mr. Somen and Mr. Govind, and timekeeper is Mr. Manoranjan Roy. We'll play a video. Well, appearing in front of you from the treasury bench to move the motion is technology is raising unemployment rate is Cadet Sasang Lozem and Mr. number 3734 of Class 12 Tagore House. Cadet Sasang Lozem.
Hello, hello. Am I audible, sir? There will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better. And what are the people going to do? That's the $64,000 question. Good morning, respected principal, sir, vice principal, sir, administrative officer, beloved friends, teachers, and my brothers and sisters. Today, I'm Sasang Lodzem, admission number 3734 of Tagore House, and I'm here to stand for the motion of the House, that is, technology is raising unemployment rates. Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, has rightly made the remarks that we humans should be worried about the threat posed by technology or artificial intelligence. Now, let us throw a light to his statement. Mr. Speaker, sir, isn't it worth pondering that such a powerful man who has accumulated 50% of global mobile and advertising revenue warning us about the threat of technology? Mr. Speaker, sir, the immediate result of technology is job losses in all sectors. Traditional jobs has become redundant. 1 in every 2 jobs has been automated. The pace of computerization and new technology has created remarkable gaps, namely time gap, skill gap, geographical gap. Due to heavy competition among industries that already use technology, the middle-skilled worker and the low-skilled worker are the worst hit. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the US alone, it has been found that 60 million jobs were lost, and it is believed that robots, artificial intelligence, and technology will replace millions more. And this is a great concern to the economists. Mr. Speaker, sir, let us delve into the life of those whose jobs are vanishing day by day. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have, in the US alone, we have 60 million jobs were lost, and it is believed that artificial intelligence will replace millions more. Mr. Speaker, sir, putting up such statistics, we may think that it is different with our country, India, because we do not perceive and consider small changes around us. But we should remember that job losses is taking its toll even in India. Dear member of the House, let me draw you nearer home. At present, India has around 3,500 engineering institutes. But McKinsey report claimed that only 25% of Indian engineers are employable. So my question is, what is holding back the remaining 75%? Mr. Speaker, sir, this is because they are unfit for software-related jobs. Here, we see the skill gap with technology, which has left behind those engineers just to rot. So, in this context, cannot we relate it with the fast-growing technology, which has made them jobless? Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a fact manifested right under our noses. Again, let's take an example in the banking services. In the near future, banks will be invisible. The finance service industry, being very much automated, is continuously replacing human service. Banking is now in the palm of your hands. Here, we may talk about mobile banking system with which customers do what they need to do away from the bank branches anytime, anywhere. Cashless multi-currency exchange at a wider scale is now possible. Mr. Speaker, sir, a recent study also revealed that bank branches to be reduced to 50% by 2025. This implies reduced rate of employment, all because of technology. Mr. Speaker, sir, to make it more vivid, let's delve into the life of those whose jobs are vanishing day by day. We have driverless cars developed in US in 2015. Online shopping industries like Amazon, Walmart has a drone delivery system already in function. restaurants with robots. And Mr. Speaker, sir, think about the Chinese robot named Sophia, a humanoid robot that talks, understands feelings, and reads facial expressions. So, what do all this mean? Mr. Speaker, sir, definitely we are losing jobs because of technology. Thank you.
Cadet Shashank Lozem has rendered flow of rhymes and logic, and the motion is set into debate. Cadet Pivarel of class 11, admission number 3784, Anatasian, is emerging with counterattacks and arguments from the opposition bench.
I start, sir.
Start.
India got an astonishing population of 1.36 billion, of which at most 50% are employed, which means the remaining half are unemployed and could not attain their livelihoods. Good morning, everyone. My name is Pivarel, and I'm speaking against the motion of the House. That is, technology is not rising unemployment rates in India and in the whole world for that matter. Mr. Speaker, Sir Richard Branson is an English business magnate, investor, and author who started the Virgin Group. According to Forbes, he is worth a total of 500 crores. A subsidiary of Virgin Group is the Virgin Galactic, an American spacecraft company responsible for providing spacecraft service to space tourists, and just for the fact, it operates from New Mexico. The trial run for the service has been completed successfully, and the services will commence soon. The foremost passengers include the like of Justin Bieber, Leonardo DiCaprio, etc. But why am I talking about all this company stuff? Because this is technology. Technology gives boost to the company's revenue, to the national economy, and provide employment to both skilled and unskilled workers. Virgin Galactic has an employee count of 823 people. This is indeed very small, but small is beautiful. The company is at its initial phase now, and we don't know what will its structure be in future. It may become global, it may attract people, and eventually the unemployment rate will gradually decrease. In the Indian context, the BJP-led NDA government has been giving emphasis in startups by introducing programs like the Startup India in the hope of increasing the country's GDP and provision of employment to the youth of the country. Reports say that a quarter of India's population is filled with youth, while only 12.8% of Japan's population is filled with youth. But with such less quantity of youth, Japan is an allied country in terms of education, in terms of employment, in terms of defense, etc. The government of India believes that India got huge potential to become the next generation leader. Mr. Speaker, once a reporter asked Bill Gates, "Sir, why are you employing people from India when you get enough in America?" He said that if I don't employ people from India, then there will be another Microsoft in India. This is the strength of India, and at least we got a reason to raise our pride. 2015, Baidu was launched, and today in the wake of pandemic and with the improvement of technology, the platform has become the standard means for learning. This benefits, of course, the students and most importantly, the workers. The workers range from the company employees to the courier services workers and more. Felix Kjellberg, better known by his online name, PewDiePie, is a Swedish YouTuber, and his account has 110 million subscribers. He is worth a total of 40 million US dollar. Like many of us, he started by uploading some random videos, but today he's a millionaire, and he is using technology as his means of livelihood. Not only this, the Indian music label T-Series is the most subscribed YouTube channel and is earning millions from YouTube, supporting the life of thousands of Indians. That's great. And other services like Instagram got similar features. There has been news that Ronaldo is earning more from Instagram than what he earns from Juventus FC. But the news cover only the high-profile figures, and there exist more underrated users who are depending on technology for their livelihoods. These are few instances which I think is worth mentioning. No doubt there exist more, and it would take months for me to compile the whole thing. And by now, it's crystal clear that technology is directly or indirectly supporting millions of lives. Mr. Speaker, there was a time when people felt like internet was another world. But now people realize it's a tool that we use in this world. That's technology. It shows how fast technology is evolving. All the billion-dollar companies today were once a startup. They experienced the taste of betrayal, the taste of failure, but their taste was priceless. And here they are today, as a rich of the richest, as a leader of technology, supporting millions of lives. And there exists no greater thing to that of supporting life. Remember, don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you are done. We got the opportunity, we got the technology, so why giving excuses and bothering about jobs? Let's create our own jobs. A single Ambani cannot change India, but the whole of me, you, and everyone will surely have a say. Thank you, everyone. Wish you a pleasant day ahead.
Cadet Pivarel leads the opposition bands. Now Cadet Suraj of class 12, admission number 3738 of Shivaji House is here to give a shot in the arm of the motion.
May I start, sir?
Start, your time starts now.
Unemployment is like a headache or a high temperature. Good morning, everyone. Respected principal, sir, vice principal, sir, senior master, esteemed judges, beloved teachers, and all my dear members of the house. I, Cadet Suraj, admission number 3738, representing Shivaji House, feel honored to have been given me this opportunity to speak for the motion of the house that is technology raising unemployment rates? Mr. Speaker, sir, technological unemployment denotes the joblessness mainly because of advancements in technology. Early interest concerning about technology and its impacts on human unemployment was typified by the textile employees that automated looms could create greater opportunity of production but decrease the number of employees, thus resulting in mass joblessness. The phrase technological unemployment was popularized by Lord Keynes in 1930s. Yet, the issue of machines replacing human labor has been discussed since at least Aristotle's time. As an illustration, Mr. Speaker, sir, during the World War II, Alan Turing's bomb machine helped compress and decoded thousands of man years worth of encrypted data in a matter of years, thus shortening the war by 2 years. Mr. Speaker, sir, we all know that technology has transformed and is continuing to transform much of what was familiar with us. In fact, this accelerating change is perhaps the defining feature of our time. More directly, it affects the
Technical
jobs
glitch.
that are available,
The time is being recorded.
which have changed dramatically. So the question is, how will technology affect jobs in future? To make it more understanding, let's take an example from IE University, Spain. They have estimated that artificial intelligence will essentially erase all jobs except for the programmers, designers, and owners of the robots. Algorithms and robots will be able to mimic every task, including those that have been hardest to automate, from taking care of the elderly and the children to building all infrastructures, as well as the current white-collar jobs. Mr. Speaker, sir, Albert Einstein once said that technological development frequently results in more unemployment rather than in an easing of the burden of work for all. To make his statement more precise, let's observe from the evidence of an American economist, David Autor, that there has been U-shaped impact since the 1980s on the employment level with the development of technology. This has meant profiles such as machine operators of all factories and clerks in offices have disappeared frequently. Since the 1990s to the most recent data, 2015, the employment level in industries have been reduced by a third in Western countries, namely 36% to 27% of full employment in Germany, 25% to 20% of full employment in USA, and 32% to 27% of full employment in Spain. Moreover, the World Economic Forum predicts that the technology has driven for industrial revolution, which will create only one new job for every 3 jobs eliminated. Mr. Speaker, sir, of all these great unemployment technologies, There's something disquieting about the potentials of artificial intelligence and other forms of technology replacing human labor. As my friend Shashank have already spoken about the unemployment rates in America, adding to his data, there was a case of job loss in American coal industry with the development of green technology without replenishing the equal amount of job creation. Moreover, 4.1 million of Americans employed in driving occupations are displaced with the development of autonomous vehicles. Mr. Speaker, sir, as a conclusion, the population of the earth has increased fourfold since 50 years back. In such a world dominated by profit-driven capitalism, increasing wealth in the concentration to the hands of a few people, automation and technology is a nightmare for the middle-class laborers as well as the poor people. So it creates negative effects to the unemployed people as they are jobless and suffers from worse aspects, and those who are employed feel less secure to keep their jobs in future. That's all from my side. Thank you all for your patience hearing.
So Cadet Suraj turns to be a stimulant to the Treasury bench. Cadet Atoba of Class 11, admission number 3775 of Brahman House is here to disagree the motion, giving rendition of facts and figures. Cadet Atoba of Class 11, admission number 3775.
May I start, sir? May I start, sir?
Your time has started. You may start.
The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. Good morning, Mr. Speaker, sir, respected juries and members across the floor. Today, I, Cadet October 3775 of Brahman House, favoring technology does not rise unemployment rates as a member of the opposition bench. Mr. Speaker, sir, technology refers to the practical application of scientific knowledge for a purpose. It enhances the usefulness of goods and services and aims at creating values. Supporting the fact that technology does not rise unemployment rates, I put forward the following points. Innovation does not necessarily destroy occupations, but it does change the way we work. It is just shifting human labor towards different kinds of jobs. Research by an English-based Deloitte consultancy analyzed employment trends for the past 140 years and reported that technology provides more jobs than it took away. Technology has increased the size of economic surplus pie and redistribute much of its consumers. Mr. Speaker, sir, technological innovation results in improved lifestyle and hence consumerism increase and thereby result in more employment opportunities. If we take the example of 3D printing technology, building houses by 3D printing is a great technological innovation. This results in creating more affordable homes, and more people may want to buy a house. So with many consumers, more houses will be built and hence create many jobs but of a different kind. Technology increases productivity and hence reduces the burden on workers and eliminates the burden of repetitive tasks. For this, workers need to learn some skills to stay employed. It is thus that workers should be given training for the newly created jobs. Due to technology, the demand for technically skilled youth is increasing and hence more jobs available for educated youth. Mr. Speaker, sir, technology have the potential to create large-scale jobs in rural areas and hence addresses the rural unemployment issues. Till now, jobs with better pay are concentrated in urban areas. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, with the rise in technology, the rural masses should be trained with better skills. In 2011, study by MC Kinsey's Paris office found that internet had destroyed 5 lakh jobs in France, but at the same time, 1.2 million other, a net addition of 7 lakhs or 2.4 jobs created for every job destroyed.
We estimated a shortfall of up to 250,000 database scientists in the United States alone in a decade. Mr. Speaker, sir, digital technology can also enable new forms of entrepreneurial activities. For this, workers need to learn some skills to stay employed. A report estimated that nothing less than 85% of the jobs that will exist in 2030 haven't even been discovered yet. The future is on its way. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, with such spec, how can technology destroy the jobs? Technology can also represent a complementary force in the workplace. For instance, according to research by Ravin J. Suthasan and John W. Bordeaux, the authors of Reinventing Jobs, in 1985, there were 60,000 attempts and 485,000 bank tellers. By 2002, the number of attempts had increased to 327,000. Was this bad for human? Not at all. The number of human bank teller also spikes to 527,000. So innovation does not always mean extinction of jobs that are eventually displaced by new ones. It must be stressed. All jobs lost in outpaced fields due to technological development are recovered by large margin in new areas. Are you still suspicious about these Treasury members? Let me again prove my point then. If it is true that technology blew away jobs in agriculture, construction and mining, it is also true that innovations give birth to information technology managers whose number had risen by a factor of almost 6 to 247,160. Mr. Speaker, sir, with the above skeptical points I have mentioned, it is now clear that technology does not rise unemployment rates. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are here not for finding out the solutions. If at all, the members of the Treasury will think that technology rises unemployment rates, then why not? Let's all unite and remove technology from work fields. Will there not be any unemployment issues thereafter? The answer is a big no. So the motion of the House should not be passed at any cost. Thank you.
After forceful arguments against the motion, it is the lone participant from amongst the girls, their scholar girl cadet Yasita Thaudam, admission number D259 of Netaji House, to drive home her points of support to the motion. D259 cadet Yasita Thaudam.
May I start, sir?
Your time starts now.
Yes, sir. Mahatma Gandhi said, "What I object to is the craze for machinery, not machinery as such. The craze is for what they call labor-saving machinery. Men go on saving labor till thousands are without work and thrown on the open streets to die of starvation." Good morning, everybody. My name is Yashita Thaudam, Class 12, Netaji House, and today I will be speaking for the motion of the topic, Is Technology Rising Unemployment Rates? The Industrial Revolution in England meant a large influx of cheap manufactured goods from Britain, which dominated the Indian market, leading to a serious unemployment problem where traditional artisans and weavers were severely affected. This, Mr. Speaker, sir, is one of the examples we can take from our history on how technological advancement led to large-scale unemployment. Now, let me define unemployment rate. It is the percentage of people in the labor force who are unemployed. Today, we are talking about a specific type of unemployment, which is technological unemployment. Moore's law, postulated by Gordon Moore, predicted that the overall processing power for computers would double each year. And although this prediction was made for only 10 years, the exponential increase in computing has continued even up till this day. Mr. Speaker, sir, recent technological advances with machine learning and robotics has had a negative influence on existing employment opportunities for humans in medium to low-skill areas of work, replacing human workforce with machines. It has also been calculated that partial automation, meaning automation of most works with slight human assistance, would affect 50% of the world economy and displace 1.2 billion employees. A study at MIT has also shown that new technologies began encroaching into human skills in a way that was completely unprecedented. Mr. Speaker, sir, the demand for human workers fell as businesses were able to generate more output at cheaper rates using machines. Former US Treasury Secretary and Harvard economics professor Lauren Summer says that more labor sectors were losing jobs than creating new ones. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is true that the pace of technological advancement is so fast that the compensation of jobs by reskilling of the workers seems unable to catch up to it. Former US President Barack Obama also said, the new wave of economic dislocations won't come from overseas. It will come from the relentless pace of automation, which makes a lot of good middle-class jobs obsolete. In the US, 47% of the occupations face a risk of decreased employment rate. At the World Economic Forum, a survey conducted showed that 80% of the respondents agreed that technology is indeed driving jobless growth. So now, Mr. Speaker, sir, computers have proven to be more intelligent and unbiased decision makers in data-driven fields like healthcare, courtrooms, stock markets, etc., since they can detect patterns over massive data sets more efficiently than humans. A 2017 study by Oxford University predicted that the fashion modeling industry had a 98% chance, and the careers in auditing and accounting had a 94% chance of being automated by 2030. So, the advancement in technology and the rise in automation has led to a rise in unemployment, with little to no possibilities for replaced workers of being employed again without higher levels of skill set, which is not possible for many people. Mr. Speaker, sir, there have been many protests, and attention has been brought to the fact that technological unemployment is growing into a threat to humans, and with good reason, because while technology may mean progress and economic advancement, use of technology to displace humans from their own livelihoods is worrisome. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sir, and members of the House, yes, technology is in fact rising unemployment rates. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
That has been supportive articulation from Yasita Thaudam. Cadet Malem Nganba of class 12 and Mr. number 3723 of Sibaji House, opposing the motion, will put across his points. Cadet Malem Nganba and Mr. number 3723 of Netaji House.
May I start, sir?
Your time starts now.
The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, but the optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I, Cadet Malem Nganba, representing Sivaji House, feel honored to have been given me the opportunity to speak against the motion of the House, that is technology rising unemployment rates? Now, let me begin with a very straightforward question, that is, are we headed towards a future without any jobs? And my answer to that is a big no. Mr. Speaker, sir, the remarkable progress that we have seen in technologies, such as the self-driving cars, has led to an explosion of interest in my aforementioned question. But because it's something that's been asked so many times in the past, maybe what we should really be asking now is whether this time is really different. Mr. Speaker, sir, the fear that automation might take over the job of the people and cause mass unemployment goes back at a minimum of 200 years to the Luddite revolt in England. Since then, this concern has come up again and again.
There was a spike of automation anxiety in the late 20s and the early 1930s when machines started taking over the jobs on farms and in factories. Automation anxiety again surged in the late 1950s and the 1960s. Also, one of the main reasons why most of the economists are being skeptical of the machines taking over the jobs of the people is that we have heard that before. And also my friend Shashank and Yashita has pointed out that according to the study conducted by the Oxford University in 2013, revealed that 47% of the jobs in the US will be replaced by the robots. But Mr. Speaker, sir, that study assessed only the capabilities of the technological automation. It did not attempt to estimate its overall effect on the employment or the extent or pace of the automation. Now, most of you may have probably heard of the Triple Revolution report. It was a very prominent report. So when that report was presented to the President of the United States, Sir Lyndon Johnson, in March of 1964, it argued that US was on the brink of social and economic upheaval because the industrial automation was going to put millions of people out of jobs. But Mr. Speaker, sir, that hasn't happened. And it's been a false alarm. So such kind of false alarm has led to a very conventional way of thinking among the masses that the rise of the automation and the machines will decimate people's jobs and cause mass unemployment. But Mr. Speaker, sir, there was also a misconception during the Industrial Revolution that the rise of the automation might displace workers and hence create unemployment. But contrary to that, machine in fact led to the opening of new industries and factories and hence created more employment opportunities. Mr. Speaker, sir, in fact, history tells us that technology has created more jobs than it has ever decimated. Now, if we look back close to 3 million years ago, we, the pre-human species during the time, learned how to produce stone tools. Now, my question is, did it take away the job of those people during the time or improve the gathering or hunting skills? Now, looking back again at 2.3 million years ago, we learned how to produce fire and control it. Now, my similar question is, did it take away the job of those Homo erectors or improve the cooking skills? Now, if you are still being skeptical to what I have said, thinking that the question is relevant now and was not during the prehistoric times, then let us come to the inventions of wheel during 3500 to 4000 BC. My similar question is, did it take away those potters' job or improve the skills in the work? Similarly, there are numerous inventions and technological advancement that has led to the enhancement of human skills and hence creating our human jobs more meaningful, less inaccurate, less time-consuming, less monotonous, etc. In fact, right from the chariots to the information and the communication technology, technology has only added us in our pursuit of excellence. Last but not the least, technology has created new kinds of jobs, discounting the fact that it has made our life easier. And it is inevitable that we should adapt to new changes and upgrade our skills to mold ourselves into new kinds of jobs. And Mr. Speaker, sir, if the technology is exploited to its full extent, it will create more employment opportunities than one could have ever possibly imagined. With this, I rest my case.
That was a logical antagonistic views from Malem Nganba, Cadet Malem Nganba of Sibaji House had given his views. Now it's a turn of Cadet Malvin of class 12 admission number 3684 of Brahman House. He will apprise for the motion of the House.
May I start, sir?
Your time starts now.
Good morning to everyone present in the call, respected officials present, and everyone tuning in to this event today. My name is Melvin, and I'm number 3684, representing Raman House, and today I will speak for the motion of the House on the topic, is technology rising unemployment rates? Mr. Speaker, sir, all the computing power that controlled the Apollo mission to the moon in 1969 can now fit in a small chip present in our smartphones. Isn't that amazing, Mr. Speaker, sir? Through technological advancement, computers are now able to be top chess players. They are able to recognize faces, They are able to recognize language, things which we thought was unique to us humans. Through this exponential advancement, like my classmate Yashita said, jobs are now at threat. Jobs which we thought were secure. Mr. Speaker, sir, this certain topic has been a very controversial one since the past, ever since the Industrial Revolution began. And the results are clear as day, Mr. Speaker, sir. I hope everyone in the call and everyone watching here today agrees with the statement. Technology eases the work of humans. Yes, it does. But what gloomy reality has history taught us, Mr. Speaker, sir? What have we learned through history? Technology, which should have been a help to workers, has become their bane. Workers in different sectors have been replaced with machines because capitalism. Through capitalism, factory owners prioritize capital or profit, which technology happens to provide through consistent efficiency without the need to go on sick leaves, without the need to go on maternal leaves or small breaks like humans. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is easy to assume that this is a matter of the past and we are doing fine now. But no, Mr. Speaker, sir, jobs are endangered much more in the present and in the future as well. Using the data brought out by the previous participants and countered by my friend Malingamba, Oxford University study declares that in the next 20 years, 47% of jobs are at risk of being replaced by technology in the United States of America. Here we are talking only about the US, but even then, that is 70 million people. Mr. Speaker, sir, one common argument which I've seen against this motion today is, whatever the number may be, as technology replaces old jobs, they also create new ones. But Mr. Speaker, sir, what does this prove? Does this statement prove that the same people who lost their job due to being replaced by a machine get the newly created ones? No, Mr. Speaker, sir, it does not prove that. What it proves is that the overall need for human work has not gone away. Because see, the jobs that were replaced and the jobs that are being replaced now are mainly those of low-skilled workers. Low-skilled jobs by low-skilled workers or relatively low-skilled workers. Now, Mr. Speaker, sir, here is the deal breaker. I present to you a deal breaker. According to the Human Development Report 2020, barely one in 5 Indians are skilled. With such a labor force, Mr. Speaker, sir, it is safe to say that the newly formed jobs via technology cannot be taken up by such an enormous amount of low-skilled workers and therefore irrelevant. And here, Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm only talking about low-skilled jobs. Imagine what will happen to skilled jobs in the future with such a rapid exponential growth in technology. We have witnessed marvelous feats like robotic surgery since 1985 and at an ever-increasing innovation rate. Delivery drones active, self-driving cars. Mr. Speaker, sir, we live in a globalized world and a capitalist populated world. Industries and companies prioritize capital and in turn value consistent efficiency which technology provides. It is without a doubt that unemployment rates are rising due to technology. I stand headstrong today and say that the motion of the House should not be altered and it should be passed. Thank you, everyone.
That has been lucid and vivid arguments for the motion of the House by Cadet Melvin of Class 12 and Mr. number 3684. The last speaker is Cadet Parai Hanba of Class 12 Tagore House. To oppose the motion, Cadet Parai Hanba.
May I start, sir?
Your time starts now.
Good morning, everyone present over here. Respected principal, sir, vice principal, sir, judges, and my beloved friends. I am Cadet Salam Parehenba, emission number 3677, representing Tagore House, is here to speak against the motion of the House, that is technology rising unemployment rates? Mr. Speaker, sir, I strongly oppose today's motion that technology is rising unemployment rates. This question has time and again raised its head through almost all technological revolution since the beginning of human evolution. Mr. Speaker, sir, innovation may be disruptive to jobs in the short term, but we cannot ignore the fact that technology has created various compensation effects to ensure that there is never a long-term negative impact on jobs. Technology is not creating unemployment, but it is rather shifting the nature of jobs. Mr. Speaker, sir, technological progress has been accompanied not only by higher output and productivity, but also with higher overall employment. This can be known from a research by an English-based Deloitte consultancy, as my fellow member Athobe has also mentioned earlier. This research that analyzed the employment trends for the past 140 years reported that technology has created more jobs than it took away. Mr. Speaker, sir, technological change tends to increase the economic growth. Higher rates of economic growth is associated with lower unemployment rates. The relationship between the changes in the economic growth and the changes in the unemployment rate can be summarized by Okun's law. This relationship indicates that 1% increase in the rate of economic growth lowers the rate of unemployment rate by 0.3%. Mr. Speaker, sir, with technological advancement, there will be also high demand for technically skilled youth, which is a good solution for the educated unemployment. Mr. Speaker, sir, with technological advancement, we also need to change our education system. We need to upgrade ourselves with technological education and skills training. If we have technological education and skills training, even the low-skilled workers and the middle-skilled workers can increase their productivity and also can fill up the skill gap between them. Mr. Speaker, sir, let's take a real-life example. After coming off tractor in India, we are not using plow anymore, but there's increase in productivity. Mr. Speaker, sir, if we have been using plow for the sake of all customary farmers, will India be food secure like now? With the help of satellite technology, the farmers are getting the report of soil weather forecast and soil health card report, which make them increase their productivity. Isn't this the good thing about technological advancement? Mr. Speaker, sir, we are on the verge of fourth industrial revolution like the previous one, but this is going to change us in a big way. Today, the focus should be on employability, not just employment. We do not need to worry about the future of jobs, but instead, we should ponder and upskill ourselves for the jobs of the future at individual, societal, business, and government levels. Mr. Speaker, sir, for those who are still unsure about will technology replace jobs in the future, let me clear that doubt again. Initially, the start of industrial revolution was assumed as a negative impact of technology on unemployment that swept away the jobs of the labor. But the advancement of electronics and robotics are set to bring the same technological change, but at the same time increasing the demand for technically skilled workers and expertise. Mr. Speaker, sir, technology will keep advancing with time whether we like it or not, but it is we that decides whether we want to stick to today or we want to change with time. With this, I would like to raise my case, and the motion of the House should not be passed at any cost. Thank you, everyone.
Well conveyed, Cadet Parehenba. He spoke for Tagore House. Now it's the turn for rebuttal. Rebuttal from the opposition bench, Cadet Pivarel. Cadet Pivarel will give rebuttal from the opposition bench. Rebuttal for 2 minutes. Your time starts now.
Good morning once again. I'm P. Barrel and I'm here for rebuttal. The fourth speaker for the debate has been raising their thoughts that technology is replacing human labor, depriving them of work. Technology do not support unskilled worker. They talk about some Oxford data, some Harvard data. They talk about the possibility of future endangerment of human labor. And the first speaker especially talk as if technology is all about software. It's all their ideology and I respect that. But Mr. Speaker, why should we suffer for a little when we got millions of alternatives to overcome it? Countries like Japan, Germany, Singapore, South Korea support my idea. It's not necessary that in a family, all the members must get employed. A father might get kicked out from a job, but the son can replace him, and that way the family will be secured, the life will be preserved. Technology requires change, and discomfort accompanies change. So one way or the other, victims will always be there. But they said that to improve is to change, and to become perfect is to change often. And I do believe that. Change is the only constant. It's inevitable. S is just a number, and technology has never been biased. Unlike human beings, technology got a big heart. The door is always open for us to go in and extract the best. Mr. Speaker, sir, if we have the will, then Mount Everest is just another hill. If all these arguments of mine cannot change the perspective for the fourth speaker, then you will never change. Remember, the foolish seeks happiness from the distance, while the wise grows it under his feet. Tomorrow is the Independence Day of India, and I wish everyone a grand Independence Day. And with independence comes the right to choose. So choose something that matches you, not something that impresses others. Because we have a family to feed, not a community to impress. So the motion of the House should not be passed at any cost. Thank you, everyone. Happy Independence Day.
Solid antidote given by the leader of the opposition. Now is the turn for the mover of the motion, Cadet Sasang Lozem, who will give his points of rebuttal in the last 2 minutes. Cadet Sasang Lozem.
Good morning once again. Listening to all the points put up by the members of the House, I would like to point out one dimension that has been unrevealed. Unemployment can be channeled in 2 ways. Of course, a worker in a certain sector may not be immediately made to stop his work because of technological challenges. They may be provided further training to enhance themselves and to adapt themselves to the current situation. But certainly, there will be a bridge in between. This is what we call frictional unemployment. This is temporary, and this doesn't affect the overall employment rates. But the second one, which we call structural unemployment, is the direct result of shift in economy, including change in technology. Mr. Speaker, sir, in this case, people are willing to work, but they are not qualified to do so. As I've mentioned before, McKinsey report claimed that only 25% of Indian engineers are employable. But listen, again in 2017, Aspiring Minds reports claim that only 5% of Indian engineers are employable. Mr. Speaker, sir, this implies that not everyone in this world is versatile enough to move head-on with the fast-growing technology. Therefore, a large proportion of human beings will have to sit back. With technology, our work culture is totally changed. Mr. Speaker, sir, production is more with less labor required. But Mr. Speaker, sir, the rising productivity has not been shared. It has been captured by a thin slice of people at the top of income distribution. Thus, economic inequality is skyrocketing. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to say that the motion of the House should be passed at any cost. Thank you, everyone, for your kind listening.
Cadet Sasang summarizes and concludes the debate for the motion in the last bout in his rebuttal. All the participants spoke with all the emphasis under their command. It is now time to perform my duty to pass the motion by voice vote. Those who support the motion that technology is raising unemployment rates, say aye.
Aye.
Please pass by voice vote. The House is adjourned. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Parakam Premananda signing off. Kindly stay tuned for the rest of the
Higher. video the loi screen share tawde screen share tawde ba pause hai stream tawbo rakta hai transfer expert
when the event starts, please avoid background noise. Next part of the recitations will start at this time, verbally also. And then respective other teacher in charge also will be intimating that Manipuri will start at this time. In the meantime, before these things come. Background there, no one same house in my
Yes, I can see it.
Please use the microphone. Please use the microphone if you are doing
October. Ada angang mali, angang yung ni. Oh.
Si angang natin yung gani mo kung hindi tayo siya, hindi ko lang
Who is conducting now? Mrs. Grace. So when, ma'am, you are conducting, other people should not come behind when you are live. Once you put off your video, then only people should start moving. Otherwise, everything is coming on live also. When you finished, other people were, सब पीछे आगे आ गए. Okay. And speak minimally, because whatever you speak, that also comes. Not only the mic, जो अगर हम आपस में बात करते हैं, so avoid that much. But it went very well. Okay, society is very happy. Okay, good job.
सुप्रभात। आज के ऑनलाइन अंतसदनीय हिंदी कविता पाठ में उपस्थित आदरणीय प्राचार्य महोदय, उप प्रधानाचार्य, वरिष्ठ अध्यापक, शिक्षकगण और प्यारे कैडेट, मैं ब्रजेश्वरी खेत्रीमयूम और मिस्टर गुणचंद्र हिंदी विभाग की ओर से सभी प्रतिभागियों का स्वागत करते हैं। प्रतिभागियों का नाम क्रमानुसार इस प्रकार है। प्रथम प्रतिभागी है कैडेट आर के सत्यजीत, प्रवेश संख्या 4039, क्लास 9, रमन सदन। दूसरा प्रतिभागी है कैडेट राज मौर्य, प्रवेश संख्या 4039, क्लास 9, तेगोर सदन। तीसरा प्रतिभागी है कैडेट शीतल, प्रवेश संख्या 3996, क्लास 9, शिवाजी सदन। चौथा प्रतिभागी है कैडेट प्रिंस, प्रवेश संख्या 4074, क्लास 9, नेताजी सदन। हमारे पांचवा प्रतिभागी है कैडेट चाणक्य ओइनाम, प्रवेश संख्या 4172, क्लास 7, तेगो सदन। हमारे छठवें प्रतिभागी है कैडेट कॉन्सम पैट्रिक, प्रवेश संख्या 4043, क्लास 9, नेताजी सदन। सातवें प्रतिभागी हैं कैडेट श्रुति पोदर, प्रवेश संख्या D283, क्लास 8, रमन सदन। आठवें प्रतिभागी हैं कैडेट भव्य जांगीर, प्रवेश संख्या 4092, क्लास 9, शिवाजी सदन। प्रतियोगिता के नियम अनुसार प्रत्येक प्रतिभागी को 4 मिनट का समय दिया जाएगा। पहली घंटी 3 मिनट पर कुछ इस तरह बजेगी और दूसरी घंटी 4 मिनट पर कुछ इस तरह बजेगी। प्रतियोगिता के कुल 50 अंक हैं। प्रस्तुतिकरण 20 अंक, उच्चारण 10 अंक, आत्मविश्वास 10 अंक, फ्लुएंसी 10 अंक। आज के निर्णायक मंडल पर है मिस्टर तपन कांतिनाथ पीजीटी हिंदी, मिस्टर गुणचंद्र टीजीटी हिंदी और मैं ब्रजेश्वरी टीजीटी हिंदी। स्कोरर में है मिस्टर सोमेन सिंह टीजीटी साइंस जनरल साइंस, मिस्टर गोविंद प्रधान लैब असिस्टेंट केमिस्ट्री और हमारे तकनीकी सहयोगी में है मिस्टर टिकेन सिंह टीजीटी कंप्यूटर, मिस्टर रवि सिंह टीजीटी मैथ्स। सभी प्रतिभागियों को शुभकामनाएं। प्रथम प्रतिभागी कैडेट सत्यजीत रमन सदन, आप अपनी कविता पाठ शुरू करें। कैडेट सत्यजीत।
May I start, ma'am? May I start, ma'am?
कैडेट सत्यजीत अपनी माइक ऑन कीजिए, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है। कैडेट सत्यजीत।
Ma'am, may I audible? Ma'am.
कैडेट सत्यजीत।
Ma'am.
चेक कीजिए। ओके। कैडेट सत्यजीत अपनी कविता पाठ शुरू करें।
सुप्रभात। आज के सभा में उपस्थित आदरणीय आचार्य महोदय, उप प्रधानाचार्य महोदय, निर्णायक शिक्षकगण एवं मेरे प्रिय भाइयों और बहनों तथा मित्रों, आप सभी को मेरा प्रणाम। मैं कैडेट राजकुमार सत्यजीत सिंह, प्रवेश संख्या 4039, 9वीं कक्षा, रमन सदन की ओर से आप सभी को एक हिंदी कविता प्रस्तुत करना चाहता हूं और मेरे इस हिंदी कविता का शीर्षक है जे जे प्यारा जग से न्यारा और इसका कवि है श्रीधर पाठक। इस कविता में कवि ने हमारे देश भारत के अनेक विशेषताओं का गुणगान किया है। गंगा का पवन धारा प्रकृति से परिपूर्ण इस देश के कवि ने जय जयकार किया है। विश्व का कोई भी देश इसका समतुल्य नहीं है। ऐसे गौरवशाली देश का कवि बार बार जय जयकार करता है। तो प्रस्तुत है मेरी कविता। जय जय प्यारा जग से न्यारा, जय जय प्यारा जग से न्यारा, शोभित सारा देश हमारा, शोभित सारा देश हमारा, जगत मुकुट जगदीश दुलारा, जग सौभाग्य सुदेश, जय जय प्यारा प्यारा भारत देश। प्यारा देश जय दिशेष, जय आशेष सदस्य विशेष, जहां जहां न संभव अध कलेश, केवल पुण्य प्रवेश, सिर्फ पुण्य प्रवेश, जय जय प्यारा प्यारा भारत देश। सौग्रिक शेषफुल पृथ्वी का, प्रेम मूल प्रिय लोकत्रयी का, सुललित प्रकृति नती कति का, जियो निशी का राकेश, जय जय प्यारा प्यारा भारत देश। जय जय शुभ्रा हिमाचल श्रृंगा, कल रब नीरद कलोनी गंगा, कल रब नीरद कलोनी गंगा, भानु प्रताप चमकृत अंग, तेज पुंज तवेश, जय जय प्यारा भारत देश। जग कोटि कोटि में जुक जीवे, जीवन सुलाभ अमृत पीवे, सुकृत विटान सुकृत जीवे, रहे स्वतंत्र हमेशा, रहे स्वतंत्र हमेशा, जय जय प्यारा भारत देश, जय जय प्यारा भारत देश। धन्यवाद। आपका दिन शुभ एवं मंगलमय हो। जय हिंद।
धन्यवाद कैडेट सत्यजीत। अब मैं दूसरे प्रतिभागी कैडेट राज मौर्य टैगोर सदन से निवेदन करती हूं कि वे अपनी कविता प्रस्तुत करें। कैडेट राज मौर्य, टैगोर सदन।
शुभ प्रभात। इस ऑनलाइन अंतरसदनीय हिंदी प्रतियोगिता में सम्मिलित प्रधानाचार्य, उप प्रधानाचार्य, वरिष्ठ अध्यापक, शिक्षकगण, न्यायाधीशों और मेरे प्यारे मित्रों, मैं कैडेट राज प्रवेश संख्या 4078 टैगोर सदन की ओर से आज आप लोगों के सामने एक हिंदी कविता प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ और मेरी इस हिंदी कविता का शीर्षक है देशभक्ति। और मेरे इस हिंदी कविता के लेखक यानी जन्मदाता रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर जी हैं। तो मेरी कविता देशभक्ति। आजादी के साल हुए कई, पर क्या हमने पाया है। आजादी के साल हुए कई, पर क्या हमने पाया है। सोच था क्या होगा, लेकिन सामने पर क्या आया है। राम राज्य सा देश हो हमारा, बापू का था सपना। चाचा बोले आगे बढ़कर कर लो सबको अपना। आजादी आजादी फिर ना होने ना अपनी, दिया शास्त्री ने नारा। जय जयकार किसान की अपनी, जय जवान हमारा। सोचो इनके सपनों को कैसे साकार करेंगे। भ्रष्टाचार हटा देंगे, आगे तभी बढ़ेंगे। मुश्किल नहीं पूरा करना इन सपनों का भारत, अगर अपने अंदर की शक्ति को करो अगर तुम जागृत। आओ मिलकर कसम ये खाए, ऐसे सभी करेंगे। आओ मिलकर कसम ये खाए, ऐसे सभी करेंगे। भ्रष्टाचार हटा देंगे, आगे तभी बढ़ेंगे। आओ मिलकर कसम ये खाए, ऐसे सभी करेंगे। भ्रष्टाचार हटा देंगे, आगे तभी बढ़ेंगे। शिक्षित हो अगर देश के हर एक बच्चे, उन्नति तभी करेंगे। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद राज मौर्य। हमारे तीसरे प्रतिभागी हैं कैडेट शीतल शिवाजी सदन। कैडेट शीतल, कृपया अपनी कविता पाठ शुरू करें। कैडेट शीतल।
सुप्रभात। सुप्रभात। आज की इस सभा में उपस्थित आदर
तीसरे प्रतिभागी हैं कैडेट शीतल शिवाजी सदन। कैडेट शीतल, अपनी कविता प्रस्तुत करें।
सुप्रभात। आज
पहले
के
अपनी
इस
माइक
सभा
को चेक
में
कीजिए।
मैम
ठीक है कैडेट शीतल, शुरू कीजिए।
सुप्रभात। आज के इस सभा में उपस्थित आदरणीय प्राचार्य महोदय, उप प्रधानाचार्य महोदय, वरिष्ठ अध्यापक, निर्णय शिक्षक एवं मेरे दोस्तों, आप सभी को प्रणाम। मैं कैडेट शीतल नावरेम, प्रवेश संख्या 3996, कक्षा 9वीं, शिवाजी सदन की ओर से आप सब लोग के सामने एक हिंदी कविता प्रस्तुत करना। गगन गगन तेरा यश बहरा, पवन पवन तेरा बल गेरा, सीती जल नभ पर दाल हिंडोले, चरण चरण संचरण सुनहरा, ओ ऋषियों के त्वेष, प्यारे भारत देश। वह बच वेदों से बलिदानों तक जो होर लगी, प्रथम प्रभा किरणों से जो चोट जागी, उत्तर परी गंगा खेतों खलिहानों तक, मानो आंसू आए बलि मेहमानों तक। सुकर जग के कलेश, प्यारे भारत देश। तेरे पर्वत शिखर की नभ को भूखे मौन इशारे, तेरे वन जग उठे पवन से हरित इरादे प्यारे। राम कृष्ण की लीलाले में उठे बुद्ध की वाणी, कबा शिकेला तलक उमरी कविता कल्याणी। बातें करे दिनेश, प्यारे भारत देश। जपी तपी सन्यासी कर्ष कृष्ण रंग में डूबे, हम सब अनेक रूप में क्या उभरे क्या उबे। सजग एशिया की सीमा में रहता हमें केद नहीं, काले गोरे रंग बिरंगे हमें भेद नहीं। श्रम की बाकी निवेश, प्यारे भारत देश। वहां बज उठी बांसुरी यमुना तट से धीरे धीरे, उठ आई भारत मेदिनी शीतल मन समीरे। बोल रहा इतिहास, देश जो ये रहस्य है खोल रहा, जे प्रयंत जिन पर अंदोली जग, हंस हंस जय बोल रहा, जय जय अमित अशेष, प्यारे भारत देश। धन्यवाद।
बहुत अच्छा शीतल। चौथे प्रतिभागी हैं कैडेट प्रिंस नेताजी सदन। तो प्रिंस, अपनी कविता प्रस्तुत करें।
नमस्कार। माननीय प्रधानाचार्य, उप प्रधानाचार्य, वरिष्ठ अध्यापक, शिक्षकगण, निर्णायक मंडली एवं मेरे प्यारे भाइयों और बहनों, मैं कैडेट प्रिंस कुमार, प्रवेश संख्या 4074, आपके समक्ष एक हिंदी कविता प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ, जिसका शीर्षक है तुम मुझको कब तक रोकोगे। इस कविता के कवि हैं आर.डी. सैलांग। तो यह बेहतरीन कविता इस प्रकार है। मुट्ठी में कुछ सपने लेकर, भरकर जेबों में आशाएं, दिल में है अरमान यही, कुछ कर जाएं कुछ कर जाएं। सूरज सा तेज नहीं मुझ में, दीपक सा जलता देखोगे। सूरज सा तेज नहीं मुझ में, दीपक सा जलता देखोगे अपनी हद रोशन करने से। तुम मुझको कब तक रोकोगे, तुम मुझको कब तक रोकोगे। मैं उस माटी का वृक्ष नहीं जिसको नदियों ने सींचा है। मैं उस माटी का वृक्ष नहीं जिसको नदियों ने सींचा है। बंजर माटी में पलकर मैंने मृत्यु से जीवन सीखा है। मैं पत्थर पर लिखी इबारत हूँ, मैं पत्थर पर लिखी इबारत हूँ। शीशों से कब तक तोड़ोगे, लिखने वाला मैं नाम नहीं। तुम मुझको कब तक रोकोगे, तुम मुझको कब तक रोकोगे। इस जग में जितने जुल्म नहीं उतने सहने की ताकत है। इस जग में जितने जुल्म नहीं उतने सहने की ताकत है। तानों के भी शोर में रहकर सच कहने की आदत है। मैं सागर से भी गहरा हूँ, मैं सागर से भी गहरा हूँ। तुम कितने कंकर फेंकोगे, चुन चुन कर आगे बढ़ूंगा मैं। तुम मुझको कब तक रोकोगे, तुम मुझको कब तक रोकोगे। झुक झुक कर सीधा खड़ा हुआ, अब फिर झुकने का शौक नहीं। झुक झुक कर सीधा खड़ा हुआ, अब फिर झुकने का शौक नहीं। अपने ही हाथों रचा स्वयं, तुमसे मिटने का खौफ नहीं। तुम हालातों की भट्टी में जब जब भी झोंकोगे तब तप कर सोना बनूंगा मैं। तुम मुझको कब तक रोकोगे, तुम मुझको कब तक रोकोगे। धन्यवाद।
हमारे पांचवें प्रतिभागी हैं कैडेट चाणक्य ओइनाम टेगोर सदन। चाणक्य ओइनाम, आप शुरू करें कविता पाठ।
सुप्रभात, मेरा नाम चाणक्य ओइनाम, कक्षा 7वीं ए, टेगोर हाउस। मेरे कविता का नाम है आज तिरंगा फहराता है शान से। कवि का नाम है सजीवन मयंक। आज तिरंगा फहराता है अपनी पूरी शान से। हमें मिली आजादी वीर शहीदों के बलिदान से। आजादी के लिए हमारी लंबी चली लड़ाई थी। लाखों लोगों ने प्राणों से कीमत बड़ी चुकाई थी। व्यापारी बनकर आए और छल से हम पर राज किया। हमको आपस में लड़वाने की नीति अपनाई थी। हमने अपना गौरव पाया अपने स्वाभिमान से। हमें मिली आजादी वीर शहीदों के बलिदान से। गांधी, तिलक, सुभाष, जवाहर का प्यारा ये देश है। जियो और जीने दो का देता ये संदेश। प्रहरी बनकर खड़ा हिमालय जिसके उत्तर द्वार पर। हिंद महासागर दक्षिण में इसके लिए विशेष है। लगी गूंजने दसों दिशाएं वीरों के यश गान से। हमें मिली आजादी वीर शहीदों के बलिदान से। हमें हमारी मातृभूमि से इतना मिला दुलार है। चल छैया की तरह उसके आंचल छैया की तरह छोटी ये संसार है। हम न कभी हिंसा के आगे अपना शीश झुकाएंगे। सच पूछो तो पूरा विश्व हमारा ही परिवार है। विश्व शांति की चली हवाएं हमारी हिंदुस्तान से। हमें मिली आजादी वीर शहीदों के बलिदान से। धन्यवाद। स्वतंत्रता दिवस की शुभकामनाएं।
हमारे 7वें प्रतिभागी हैं सदन की ओर से आएंगे, तो कैडेट पैट्रिक अपनी कविता पाठ शुरू करें।
सुप्रभात। धन्य प्राचार्य महोदय, उप प्रधानाचार्य, वरिष्ठ अध्यापक, शिक्षकगण एवं मेरे प्यारे साथियों,
आप सबको मेरा प्रणाम। आज के इस अंतसदनीय हिंदी कविता पठन प्रतियोगिता में मैं पैट्रिक नेताजी सदन की ओर से जो कविता प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ, इसका शीर्षक है पहरुए सावधान रहना और इसके कवि है श्री गिरिजा कुमार माथुर। इस कविता में कवि ने स्वतंत्रता प्राप्ति के बाद देश के रक्षकों और सीमा के पहरेदारों को देश की सुरक्षा और नव निर्माण के लिए प्रेरित किया है। तो प्रस्तुत है मेरे कविता पहरुए सावधान रहना। आज जीत की रात, आज जीत की रात, पहरुए सावधान रहना, पहरुए सावधान रहना। खुले देश के द्वार, अचल दीपक समान रहना। प्रथम चरण है नए स्वर्ग का, है मंजिल का छोर। इस जनमंथन से उत आई पहली रत्न हिलोर। अभिशेष है, अभिशेष है पूरी होना जीवन मुक्ता दौड़। क्योंकि नहीं मिट पाई दुख की विगत सावली कोर। ले युग की पतवार बनी अंगुधी महान रहना, पहरुए सावधान रहना। विषम श्रृंखलाएं टूटी है, विषम श्रृंखलाएं टूटी है, खुली समस्त दिशाएं। आज प्रभंजन बनकर चलती युग बंदिनी हवाएं। प्रश्न चिन्ह बन खड़ी हो गई, प्रश्न चिन्ह बन खड़ी हो गई यह सिमटी सीमाएं। आज पुराने सिंहासन की टूट रही प्रतिमाएं। उठता है तूफान इंदु तुम दीप्तिमान रहना, उठता है तूफान इंदु तुम दीप्तिमान रहना। पहरुए सावधान रहना, पहरुए सावधान रहना। ऊंची हुई मशाल हमारी, ऊंची हुई मशाल हमारी, आगे कठिन दगड़ है। शत्रु हट गया लेकिन उसकी छायाओं का डर है। शत्रु हट गया लेकिन उसकी छायाओं का डर है। शोषण से मृत है समाज, कमजोर हमारा घर है। किंतु आ रही नई जिंदगी यह विश्वास अमर है। किंतु आ रही नई जिंदगी यह विश्वास अमर है। जनगंगा में ज्वार लहर तुम प्रवाहमान रहना, जनगंगा में ज्वार लहर तुम प्रवाहमान रहना। पहरुए सावधान रहना, पहरुए सावधान रहना। धन्यवाद।
हमारे 7वें प्रतिभागी हैं कैडेट श्रुति पोदर, रमन सदन। श्रुति पोदर कविता पाठ शुरू करें।
नमस्कार। आज के ऑनलाइन हिंदी कविता पाठ प्रतियोगिता में प्रस्तुत आदरणीय प्रधानाचार्य, उप प्रधानाचार्य, वरिष्ठ अध्यापक, शिक्षकगण एवं सभी को मेरा प्रणाम। मैं कैडेट श्रुति पोदर, प्रवेश संख्या D283 8वीं ब रमन सदन की तरफ से आपके सामने एक कविता प्रस्तुत करने जा रही हूँ। मेरी कविता का शीर्षक है मेरे देश के लाल, द्वारा बाल कवि बैरागी। तो प्रस्तुत है मेरी कविता। पराधीनता को जहां समझा श्राप महान, कण कण के खातिर जहां हुए कोटि बलिदान। मरना पर झुकना नहीं मिला जिसे वरदान। सुनो सुनो उस देश के शूरवीर संतान। आन मान अभिमान की धरती पैदा करती दीवाने। मेरे देश के लाल हठीले शीश झुकाना क्या जाने। दूध दही की नदियां जिसके आंचल में कल कल करती। हीरा पन्ना माणिक से ही पट्टी जहां की शुभ धरती। हल्की नोको जिस धरती की मोती से मांगे भरती। उच्च हिमालय के शिखरों पर जिसकी ऊंची ध्वजा फहरती। रखवाले ऐसी धरती के हाथ बढ़ाना क्या जाने। मेरे देश के लाल हठीले शीश झुकाना क्या जाने। आजादी अधिकार सभी का जहां बोलते सेनानी। विश्व शांति के गीत सुनाती जहां चुनरिया ये धानी। मेघ सावले बरसाते हैं जहां अहिंसा का पानी। अपनी मांगे पोछ डालते हंसते हंसते कल्याणी। ऐसे भारत माँ के बेटे मान गवाना क्या जाने। मेरे देश के लाल हठीले शीश झुकाना क्या जाने।
जहां पढ़ाया जाता केवल माँ के खातिर मर जाना, जहां सिखाया जाता केवल करके अपना वचन निभाना, जियो शान से मरो शान से, जहां का है कौमी गाना, बच्चा बच्चा पहने रहता जहां शहीदों का बाना, उस धरती के अमर सिपाही पीठ दिखाना क्या जाने, मेरे देश के लाल हठीले शीश झुकाना क्या जाने। धन्यवाद।
हमारे अंतिम 8वें प्रतिभागी है कैडेट भव्य। शिवाजी सदन की ओर से कविता पाठ प्रस्तुत करें।
सुप्रभात। माननीय प्रधानाचार्य, उप प्रधानाचार्य, शिक्षकगण और सभी मेरे भाइयों और बहनों को मेरा प्रणाम। मैं कैडेट भव्य प्रवेश संख्या 4092 शिवाजी सदन की ओर से आप सभी के सामने एक हिंदी कविता प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ। मेरे कविता का शीर्षक है गीता ज्ञान। तो यहाँ से पंक्तियां जन्म लेती हैं कि तलवार धनुष और पैदल सैनिक कुरुक्षेत्र में खड़े हुए, रथ पिपासु महारथी एक दूसरे सम्मुख अड़े हुए, कई लाख सेना के सम्मुख पांडव 5 विचारे थे, एक तरफ से योद्धा सारे, एक तरफ सब समय के मारे थे। महासमर की प्रतीक्षा में, अरे महासमर की प्रतीक्षा में सारे ताक रहे थे जी, और पाठ के रथ को स्वयं केशव हाँक रहे थे जी। रणभूमि के सभी नजारे देखने में कुछ खास लगे, माधव ने अर्जुन को देखा, अर्जुन ने उदास लगे। रणभूमि का महासमर तभी एक पल में सजा डाला, 5 जन ने उठाकर किसने मुख से बजा डाला। हुआ शंखनाद जैसे ही सबका गर्दन शुरू हुआ, रक्त बिखरना हुआ शुरू और सबका मर्दन शुरू हुआ। कहा कृष्ण ने उठ पास, एक आंख को मीच जरा, गांडीव पर रख बाणों को, पृथ्वींचा को खींच जरा, और दिखला दे रणभूमि में योद्धा की तासीर यहाँ। इस धरती पर कोई नहीं अर्जुन के जैसा वीर यहाँ। सुनी बात माधव की तो अर्जुन का चेहरा उतर गया, एक धनुर्धारी की विद्या चूहा मानो कुतर गया। बोले पाठ सुनो कहना, ये जितने भी सम्मुख खड़े हुए हैं, हम तो सारे भाई इनसे सीख सीख कर बड़े हुए हैं। इधर खड़े बाबा विषम ने मुझको गोद खिलाया है, गुरु द्रोण ने धनुष बाण का सारा ज्ञान सिखाया है। सभी भाई पर प्यार लुटाया कुंती माँ हमारी ने, कमी कोई नहीं छोड़ी थी प्रभु माता गांधारी ने। अरे ये जितने भी सम्मुख खड़े हुए हैं सभी पूजने लायक है, माना दुर्योधन दुशासन थोड़े से नालायक है। अरे मैं अपराध क्षमा करता हूँ, बेशक हम ही छोटे हैं, और जैसे भी हैं आखिर माधव सब ताऊ के बेटे हैं। एक नजर में रणभूमि में कड़कड़ डोल गए माधव, टकटकी बांध कर देखा तब अर्जुन बोल गए माधव। अरे पार्थ तुम पहले बतलाते, मैं संवाद नहीं करता, तुम सारे भाइयों की खातिर कोई विवाद नहीं करता। अरे पांचाली के तन पर सारी लिपटी खींच रहे थे वो, दोषी वो भी उतने हैं जो जबड़ा बीच रहे थे जो। बहुत बहू को नगन देखकर गंगा पुत्र नहीं खोले, अरे तुम कायर बन के बैठे हो, ये बात बड़ी बेशर्मी है। संबंध उन्हीं से निभाते हो जो लोग यहाँ धर्मी है। अरे हे पांडु के पुत्र, धर्म का कैसा कर्ज उतारा है कि शोले होने थे आंखों में, कि शोले थे होने आंखों में, पर बहती जलधारा है। इतना सुनते ही माधव का गुस्सा पूरा डोल गया, तीनों लोगों का स्वामी बेहद गुस्से में बोल गया। अरे कान खोलकर सुनो पार्थ, मैं ही त्रेता का राम हूँ, कृष्ण मुझे सब कहते हैं, मैं द्वापर का घनश्याम हूँ। रूप कभी नारी का रखकर मैं ही केश बदलता हूँ, धर्म बजाने की खातिर मैं अनगिन वेश बदलता हूँ। विष्णु जी का दशम रूप में परशुराम मत वाला हूँ, ना कालिया के फंदर में मर्दन करने वाला हूँ। बाकासुर और महिषासुर को मैंने जिंदा गाड़ दिया, नरसिंह बनकर धर्म की खातिर हिरण्यकश्यप फाड़ दिया। और रथ कहीं नहीं भी चलता है, बस मैं ही आगे बढ़ता हूँ। गांडीव हाथ में तेरे है, पर रणभूमि में मैं लड़ता हूँ। इसके बाद धर्मराज के शीश पर राज मुकुट की छाया थी, बस सारी दुनिया जानती थी ये तो बस केशव की माया थी। हो गया, बंद कर देना।
सभी प्रतिभागियों ने शानदार प्रदर्शन दिया। प्रतियोगिता का परिणाम अंग्रेजी और मणिपुरी कविता पाठ के बाद घोषित किया जाएगा। हिंदी विभाग की ओर से मैं सभी प्रतिभागियों, निर्णायक मंडल, स्कोरर और तकनीकी सहयोगी का धन्यवाद करती हूँ। हिंदी कविता पाठ के बाद अगला कार्यक्रम अंग्रेजी कविता पाठ प्रतियोगिता 10:30 से शुरू होगी। सभी दर्शकों से निवेदन है कि सब्र बनाए रखें।
All the cadets, please turn on your video.
Good morning, cadets. Please check your microphone and the video. Say good morning. All of you switch on your video and say good morning to check your connection.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yohanba
Good morning, sir.
3974.
Sir.
Okay. Dipayun, please switch on your video. Albert.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to one and all. At the outset, I heartily welcome all participants to the online inter-house English poem recitation competition for the session 2021-22 of Sainik School Imphal. Before we start, I will announce rules and regulations. There are 4 parameters to assess the performance of each participant. First parameter is presentation. It carries 20 points. Second parameter is pronunciation of 10 points. Third and fourth parameters are confidence and fluency of 10 points each. All participants will be assessed with a total of 50 points. Each participant will be given a duration of 4 minutes to recite his poem. A warning bell will be given at the end of 3 minutes, like this, and the final bell will be given at the end of 4 minutes in this way. Altogether, 8 cadets take part in the competition from 4 houses of Netaji, Raman, Shivaji, and Tagore. Each house is represented by 2 cadets. Jury members are Mrs. Sarju, TGT English, Mrs. Bhavini, TGT Science, and Mrs. Nonida, TGT English. Scorers are Mr. Somen, TGT Science, and Mr. Govind Pradant, Lab Assistant, Chemistry Department. Timekeeper is Mr. Manoranjan Roy, TGT Science, and myself, Mr. Rajeshwar, TGT English, and MC of today's event. Mr. Tikent, TGT Computer Science, and Mr. Ravi, TGT Mathematics will provide technical support, and Mr. Basanta, librarian, will monitor the participants as a proctor during their performance. Now, I will announce names of participants according to their sequence. First contestant is Cadet Odysseus of Shivaji House. Second competitor is Cadet Albert to represent Raman House. Third participant is Cadet Silas of Netaji House. Fourth participant is Cadet Yohenba representing Tagore House. Fifth competitor is Cadet Belona to represent Raman House. Sixth competitor is Cadet Mohsin representing Netaji House. Seventh contestant is Cadet Defiant to represent Shivaji House. And the last competitor is from Tagore House. He is none other than Cadet Lanchenba. I request all the participants to get ready. Cadet Odysseus of Shivaji House is not able to join us till now. As a result of this, Cadet Albert of Raman House will recite first in today's competition. So I call out Cadet Albert of Raman House, class A, item number 4107. Cadet Albert, please switch on your video, unmute your mic, and get ready to start reciting your poem.
Good morning, everyone. Respected Principal Sir, Vice Principal Sir, Administrative Officer, Senior Master, beloved teachers, judges, and all the participants. In this auspicious day, I, Cadet Angom Albert Singh, admission number 4107, class 8 of Raman House, will be reciting an English poem in this online inter-house English poem recitation competition. And the name of my poem is Out Out, and it has been written by Robert Frost. So here it goes, my poem Out Out. The bus so snarled and rattled in the yard, and made dust and dropped stop-land stigo boot. Sweet scented stuff when the breeze drew across it, and from there those that lifted eye could count. 5 mountain ranges, one behind the other, under the sunset, far into Burman, and the soul snarled and rattled, as it ran light or had to bear a lot, and nothing happened. Day was all but done. Call it a day, I wish they might have said, to please the boy by giving him half an hour, that a boy counts so much when safe from work. His sister stood beside them in her apron to tell them, supper at the word, the soul, as if to prove Souls knew what supper meant, leap out at the boy's hand, or seemed to leap. He must have given the hand, however, it was not a refuse the meeting, but the hand. The boy's first outcry was a rueful laugh, as he swung toward them holding up the hand, half in appeal, but half as to keep. The laugh from spilling that the boy so old, since he was old enough to know a big boy doing a man's work, though a child at heart. He's so all spoiled. Don't let him cut my hand off, the doctor, when he comes. Don't let him, sister. But the hand was gone already. The doctor put him in the dark ether. He lay and puffed his sleep out with his breath. And then the water at his pulse took fright. No one believed. They listened at his heart. Little, less, nothing. And that ended it. No more to build on there. And they, since they were not the dead one, turned to their affairs. Thank you and have a pleasant day ahead.
Thank you, Cadet Albert, for your impressive performance. Before going to Cadet Silas, I will give chance to Cadet Odysseus to recite his poem because he has just joined us now. Cadet Odysseus will represent Shivaji House. He is reading in class 9C. Item number is 4035. So I request Cadet Odysseus to switch on video, unmute mic, and start reciting the poem. Since Cadet Odysseus is trying to set up his system, now we will go to Cadet Silas of Netaji House. So I call out Cadet Silas of Netaji House, item number 4006 of class 9A, to switch on video, unmute mic, and start reciting the poem. Over to Cadet Silas.
Good morning, everyone. Distinguished dignitaries, esteemed judges, respected teachers, beloved juniors and seniors, my dear friends, and to all the members who are watching this live streaming. I, Cadet Silas, admission number 4006, class 9, Netaji House, feel proud and privileged to have got an opportunity to recite a poem in this inter-house English poem recitation. The title of my poem is Sir.
Carry on, carry on.
Sir, was that one mood, sir?
No, but we are audible to you. You can start from the beginning.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Please start reciting your poem.
Good morning, everyone. Distinguished dignitaries, esteemed judges, respected teachers, beloved juniors and seniors, my dear friends, and to all the members who are watching this live streaming. I, Cadet Silas, admission number 4006, class 9, Yatazi House, feel proud and privileged to have gotten opportunity to recite a poem in this inter-house English poem recitation. The title of my poem is Still I Rise, written by Maya Angelou. So here it goes, my poem, Still I Rise. You may write me down in history with a bitter, twisted lies. You may throw me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I have got all wells in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my heartiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? 'Cause I laugh like I have got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may soothe me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness. But still, like you, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise? Did I dance like I have got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of the history sand, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, wailing and swelling, I bear in the tide, leaving behind nights of terror and fear. I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestor gave. I am the dream and the hope of this land. I rise, I rise, I rise. Thank you, everyone.
It was a mesmerizing performance from Cadet Silas. Thank you, Cadet Silas. Again, before going to Cadet Yuhenba, I want to talk to Cadet Odysseus. Please unmute your mic only and please tell me whether you will be able to decide your point. Please say yes if it is possible, Cadet Odysseus. He is not responding now. We are going to the next contestant. Now we have Cadet Yuhenba of Tagore House, class 9A, item number 3974. Yuhenba, please turn on your video, unmute mic, and start reciting your poem.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I myself, Cadet Yuhenba Ketrimayum of Class 9, representing Tagore House, would like to recite the poem Paper Boats by Rabindranath Tagore. So here goes my poem, Paper Boats. Day by day, I float my paper boats, one by one, down the running stream. In big black letters, I write my name on them and the name of the village where I live. I hope that someone in some strange land will find them and know who I am. I load my little boats with silly flowers from our garden and hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. I launch my paper boats and look up into the sky and see the little clouds setting the white bulging sails. I know not what plummet of mine in the sky sends them down the air to race with my boats. When night comes, I bury my face in my arms and dream that my paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. The fairies of sleep are sailing in them, and the lading is their basket full of dream. Day by day, I float my paper boats one by one down the running stream. By Rabindranath Tagore. Thank you.
Thank you, Cadet Yuan for such a wonderful performance of yours. Next, I call out Cadet Bellona of Raman House, Class FB, item number B273. Cadet Bellona, please switch on video, unmute mic, and start reciting the poem.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Principal, Vice Principal, judges, learned teachers, and my fellow competitors. I, Amon Bellona, admission number T273 of Class 8, representing Raman House in the Inter-House English Poem Recitation Competition. Today, I am going to recite an English poem, and the name of my poem is If, written by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about. Don't deal in lies or being hated. Don't give way to hating. And yet, don't look too good or talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by names to make trap for fools, or watch the thing you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build 'em up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss and loss, and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about the loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your term long after they're gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except for the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither force nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men come with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you will be a man, my son. Thank you, everyone.
It was an excellent performance from Cadet Bellona. Thank you and keep it up. The organizing committee has decided that Cadet Odysseus will recite last. So please get ready yourself. And now I call out Cadet Mohsen of Netaji House, Class 9A, item number 4089. Cadet Mohsen, please switch on video, unmute mic, and start reciting your poem.
Good morning, everyone present over here. I am Muhammad Mohsin Khan of Class 9A, Adam number 4089, representing Netaji House. And today, I will be reciting an English poem, The Table's Turn, written by William Wordsworth. So, here goes my poem, The tables turn. Up, up, my friend, and quit your books, or surely you will grow double. Up, up, my friend, and clear your looks. Why all this toil and trouble? The sun above the mountain's head, a freshening luster mellow, through all the long green field has spread, his first sweet evening yellow. Books, 'tis a dull and endless strife. Come, hear the woodland linnet, how sweet his music. On my life, there's more wisdom in it. And hark, how blithe the throston sings. He too is no mean preacher. Come forth into the light of things. Let nature be your teacher. She has a wall of ready wealth, our mind and hearts to bless. Spontaneous wisdom breathed by health, truth breathed by cheerfulness. One impulse from a burning wood may teach you more of man, of more and evil, and of good than all the sages can. Sweet is the lure which nature brings. Our meddling intellect misshapes the beauteous forms of things. We murder to dissect. Enough of science and of art. Close up those barren lips. Come forth and bring with you a heart that watches and receives. Thank you, everyone.
Mohsin, for your splendid performance. Next, I call out Cadet Defiant of Shivaji House, class 9B, item number 4011. Cadet Defiant.
Good morning, everyone. Respected principal, vice principal, judges, teachers, beloved friends, and all my dear brothers and sisters watching this live stream. Today, I, Cadet Ahibam Daipayon, bearing admission number 4011, representing Shivaji House in this online English poem recitation competition. I would like to recite a beautiful poem, and the title of my poem is Seven Ages of Men, written by William Shakespeare. Seven Ages of Men. All the world a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being seven ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arm, and then the whining schoolboy, with his satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school. Then the lover, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oath and bearded like the pot, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in fair round belly with good cap on line, with eyes severe and bred of a formal cut, full of wise souls and modern instances. And so, as he plays his part, the six-aged sieve into a lean and slippered pantaloon with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful host will say for world too wide for his shrunk shank and big manly voice turning against toward childish terrible pipes and whistles in his sound. And last scene of all that ends this strange eventful history is second childishness in mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eye, sans taste, sans everything. Thank you everyone for having me here and have a nice day ahead.
Thank you, Cadet Defiant, for your superb articulation. Now we have Cadet Lansenba of Tagore House, class 8A, item number 4134. Cadet Lansenba.
A very bright and pleasant morning to everyone present over here. Respected Principal Sir, Vice Principal Sir, Senior Master, teachers, judges, and all my dear brothers, sisters, and friends. I, Cadet Lansenba Huidrom, bearing admission number 4134, representing Tagore House, would like to present an English poem in this inter-house English poem recitation competition. The title of my poem is No Men Are Foreign, written by James Kirker. So here it goes. Remember, no men are strange, no country foreign. Beneath all uniform, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brother walk upon is earth like this in which we all shall lie. They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter dark. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. Remember, they have eyes like us that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is a common life that all can recognize and understand. Let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brother, it is ourselves that we shall dispose, betrayed, condemned. Remember, we who take arms against each other, it is the human earth that we defile, or health, or fire, and thus outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign, no country strange. Thank you.
It was a wonderful performance from Cadet Lanchenba. Thank you, Cadet Lanchenba. Now, Cadet Odysseus is not able to join us, and that's why one appeal has been given by the jury members that he has been disqualified. He cannot take part in this competition. The appeal given by the jury members is the final decision. With this, we have come to the end of online inter-house English poem recitation competition. I thank all participants for their enthusiasm and efforts put up during the competition. Now, I hand over my place to Mr. Jiten Tricity Manipuri to conduct the Manipuri poem recitation.
Ngasi Sainik School Imphal na sina langduna pangkok chariba Manipur poem recitation bu mieng tabi ba madi saruk yabi ba khudingmak ko an makta da ikai nabagalona na taram nokchari. Ngasigi Manipur poem recitation sida saruk yabiriba mayor sing mafamda kari makhadan khangan jari madudi sayeng ase minute mari gi manungda thigadabani aduga warning bell na aum suba minute ta sumna aduga final bell na mari suba minute ta asumna khilakani Manipur poem recitation asigi apunba mark 50 ni madudi presentation da mark 1 pronunciation da mark tara confidence da mark tara fluency da mark tara apunna mark yankai nasigi Manipur poem recitation asi haunabagi sem sabu khudimak losilakwa iroinana ahan mamakda kokthokchari cadet Richard Mutum class 9 4063 Shivaji House Mang TV Gatoba saying Mamina Yongi Jagoi, saying a civil Ibirakpa, saying Nomtombom Biren Singh. Now we say Sri Ritat Motungi Sare Yongi Jagoi.
Ahan Mamakta, Zajeski from Lang, the Linkshin Biriba, Oza Singbu, Ikokno na Kurumjeri. Amashung online streaming da Midyang Tabiba Mayamushu, I hangna Ikokno na Kurumjeri. I have Cadet Richard Mutum, admission number 4063. Aduga ai hang ngasi Shivaji House ki mahut sinjaduna Manipuri shereng sangdamnaba sida sharuk yazari. Ai hang ngasi mayam gi mafamda langthok chagadawriba shereng asigi mamingdi yonggi jagoi. Shereng asibu ibiramba shiribiren. Lawbirasi ai shereng yonggi jagoi. Gamarugi pungkholda yamna kungna yashilai hauna. Ai shusen shili angang singsu ahal singshu. Miyam na ikoi shili mayai da jagoi shai purit litpa skirt chetpa yongna furit litpa skirt chetpa yongna chong chongduna damarugi tan chana jagoi shaba lepa yade chongba lepa yade chongba lepa yade jagoi shaba lepa yade yong mapuna chai thai chai ubada jagoi shai yongna jagoi shaba uraga toli dako khanduna thawai nungaite yengliba ai yongda fubiganu lawi yengliba mayamna aina koina yengthoklui uki adudagi yengliba mayamdo loina jagoi sharami chong chongduna yong mapuna chai thangatpada madu ubada khoidausa shawgali aina karigi jagoi sharibano makhoina damarugi tan chana chaigi mamangda jagoi shaba lepa yade chongba lepa yade yong mapuna chai thai chai ubada jagoi shai yongna aina khanglau laurui lepkho shakhinu jagoi nakhoi bonaning tamjadrabara kanana sutabide aina lauzaba adum songi adum shai yengliba mayamdo jagoi aina thawai nungaitana yengtharui isada amu thengnarui ngakna yamna ngakna aishu chongduna leirami aishu sharami jagoi yonggi jagoi gati leitana chongduna damarugi punglonda chaigi mamangda haujikti chongle jagoi yonggi jagoi upai leitana aishu haujikti chongle jagoi yonggi jagoi upai leitana aishu damarugi punglonda chaigi mamangda tangai fadana matang asida umnangopu amukka hana ikoknona khurumjai.
Thank you. Kaya Drisar Mutum yang fazaba sayang matibikre. Masigi matangda haibati ani subada Koktoksari Cadet Sanatomba Chingakam class 9B 4032 Netaji House. Mana Tibigadaba sayang mamina matri atrapan. Sayang asim ibirakpa Dr. Lamabam Kamansi. Lensin Biraksi Sanatomba Chingakam class 9B Netaji House.
ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯃꯛꯇꯗ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯏꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯅꯕꯗ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯆꯥꯔꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯁꯤꯄꯜ ꯁꯔ, ꯚꯤ.ꯄꯤ. ꯁꯔ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯕꯨ ꯏꯈꯨꯠ ꯄꯥꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯝꯖꯤꯡ ꯂꯝꯇꯥꯛꯄꯤꯔꯛꯄ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯕꯨ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯀ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯏꯀꯣꯛꯅꯣꯟꯅ ꯈꯨꯔꯨꯝꯖꯔꯤ꯫ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯖꯖꯦꯁꯀꯤ ꯐꯝꯐꯝ ꯂꯥꯡꯗ ꯂꯦꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯕꯨꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯀ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯏꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯅꯕ ꯎꯠꯆꯔꯤ꯫ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯆꯥꯡꯗꯝꯅꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯅꯦꯇꯥꯖꯤ ꯍꯥꯎꯁꯀꯤ ꯃꯤꯍꯨꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯏꯁꯥ ꯀꯦꯗꯦꯠ ꯁꯅꯥꯇꯣꯝꯕ ꯆꯤꯡꯉꯥꯈꯝꯅ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯟꯊꯣꯛꯆꯒꯗꯧꯔꯤ꯫ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯏꯕꯤꯔꯛꯄꯅ ꯗꯥꯛꯇꯔ ꯂꯃꯥꯕꯝ ꯀꯃꯜ ꯁꯤꯡꯍ꯫ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯤꯡꯅ ꯃꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯇꯔꯄꯟ꯫ ꯇꯥꯕꯤꯔꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ꯫ ꯑꯊꯥꯞꯄ ꯃꯤꯔꯩꯕꯥꯛꯇ ꯂꯩꯗꯨꯅ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯍ꯭ꯃꯄꯨꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯔꯕꯥꯟꯗ ꯂꯦꯞꯇꯨꯅ ꯄꯣꯛꯅꯐꯝ ꯂꯝꯗꯝꯗ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯑꯣꯟꯗꯨꯅ ꯆꯦꯡ ꯊꯣꯏꯗꯤꯡ ꯀꯠꯆꯔꯤ ꯏꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯌꯥꯗ꯫ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨꯀꯣ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯈꯨꯊꯦꯡꯅꯅ ꯃꯤꯠꯀꯤ ꯄꯤ ꯃꯔꯤꯛ ꯃꯔꯤꯛꯀ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯈꯨꯆꯣꯛ ꯊꯟꯅ ꯁꯣꯛꯇꯨꯅ ꯀꯠꯆꯔꯤ ꯏꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯌꯥ ꯊꯝꯕꯥꯟꯗ꯫ ꯏꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯅꯤꯡꯁꯤꯡꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯔꯕ ꯃꯣꯡꯐꯝ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯉꯝꯖꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯃ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯃꯟꯗꯤꯔ ꯁꯥꯒꯠꯆꯕ, ꯉꯝꯖꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯃ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯁꯚꯥ ꯂꯤꯡꯈꯠꯆꯕ꯫ ꯁꯅꯥ ꯂꯨꯄꯥ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯀꯠꯆꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ, ꯂꯩꯇ ꯂꯥꯏꯔ ꯀꯌꯥꯕꯨ ꯄꯤꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ, ꯁꯟꯕꯤ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯗꯥꯟ ꯇꯧꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ, ꯀꯔꯤ ꯑꯃꯠꯇ ꯉꯝꯖꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯂꯩꯖꯗꯕꯅ꯫ ꯃꯤꯠꯀꯤ ꯄꯤꯅ ꯀꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯃꯈꯩ ꯀꯥꯎꯖꯔꯔꯣꯏ ꯈꯨꯌꯥ ꯊꯝꯕꯥꯟꯗꯣ, ꯂꯥꯠꯆꯒꯅꯤ ꯅꯪꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯇꯤꯃꯥꯗꯣ ꯊꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯃ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯃꯟꯗꯤꯔ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ꯫ ꯑꯔꯦꯞꯄ ꯅꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯆꯦꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯍꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯍ꯭ꯃꯄꯨꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯄꯨꯛꯆꯦꯜ ꯇꯞꯂꯕ, ꯀꯠꯆꯔꯤꯕ ꯍꯩ ꯂꯩꯁꯤ ꯅꯪꯒꯤ ꯒꯔꯚꯗ ꯁꯤꯟꯅꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯨꯀꯣ imagi khuya thambanda ikutna thijaba fangjaba leikondagi leisu kharadang hekchaduna katchari imagi khuya thambanda torban wang maromda leiduna masen marang uriba leichin nongphai maraktagi khut tingthoraklabarane ima thapna uriba chingya tamya sidagi ure masen marang imagi murtigum tengthabagum tare ima leiri haina khut tingthorakla male leisu loge haina Pak chauraba ipak thak asi lanba ngamlaroi khanduna khaurangba mityengna yengduna fring fring chongduna leirabarane ima ngairam kho ima lalaklaganu asomda amuk hanna athappadagi pairakliba hi asi matam kharadang lanjarakkero khuyatamna he brahmaputra nangi ipak thakta simritisinna oina yektuna leihaurasanu matam kuina kangdri makai nangi ichelna atatpa leitana senthariba nangi ichelga atatpa leitana senthariba aigi pisiga ichel ani tinaduna sangam sthalama sembiyu simriti sangam thonjage madugi maming nangi ichelgi masak oiba tarbada pinga mezarapna thengmada leihausanu matam kuina losinjare matang asida aigi sei
Sanatomba Sikhang Amki Martin Japan Haiba Dr. Lamawu Kaman Singana Iba Sayang Amma Tabikre Masigi Matanga Haibri Aum Subada Oktoksari Kedet Danil Sandam Class 7A 4189 Tagore House Maki Sayang Mamina Maitei Chanu Ibirakpa Dr. Lamawu Kamal Su Tabi Asi Dr. Lamawu Kaman Singagi Maitei Chanu TV Gadaba Danil Sandam Tagore House
ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯃꯛꯇꯗ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯊꯧꯔꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯦꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯔꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯖꯖꯦꯁ ꯚꯥꯏꯁ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯁꯤꯄꯜ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯁꯤꯄꯜ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯚ ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯝꯗ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯃꯁꯨꯡ ꯏꯌꯥꯝꯕꯁꯤꯡꯕꯨꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛ ꯀꯦꯗꯦꯠ ꯗꯦꯅꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯁꯟꯗꯥꯝ ꯑꯦꯗꯥꯝ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ 4189 ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁ 7 ꯇꯦꯒꯣꯔ ꯍꯥꯎꯁꯀꯤ ꯃꯤꯍꯨꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯛ ꯅꯣꯟꯗꯨꯅ ꯇꯔꯥꯝꯅ ꯑꯣꯛꯆꯔꯤ ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯊꯤꯒꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯆꯅꯨ ꯑꯏꯕ ꯗꯥꯛꯇꯔ ꯂꯃꯥꯕꯝ ꯀꯃꯜ ꯁꯤꯡ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯔꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯆꯅꯨ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯀꯨꯏꯅꯒꯤ ꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯂꯦꯡꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯂꯦ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯆꯅꯨ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯁꯥꯍꯤꯇ꯭ꯌ ꯃꯟꯗꯤꯔ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯌꯦꯟꯗꯥꯏ ꯊꯟꯅ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯞꯇꯨꯅ ꯀꯠꯂꯨꯁꯤ ꯏꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯌꯥꯗ ꯀꯠꯂꯨꯁꯤ ꯏꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯌꯥꯗ ꯂꯩ ꯊꯤꯅꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯊꯥꯞꯄ ꯎꯃꯪꯗ ꯆꯠꯀꯗꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯋꯥꯡꯕ ꯎꯄꯥꯜ ꯀꯥꯒꯗꯕ ꯏꯅꯛ ꯅꯛꯄꯗ ꯈꯨꯠꯅ ꯂꯥꯝꯕ ꯐꯪꯕ ꯊꯤꯔꯨꯁꯤ ꯄꯨꯛꯅꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯀꯣꯜꯗ ꯄꯨꯛꯅꯤꯡ ꯂꯩꯀꯣꯜꯗ ꯁꯥꯠꯄ ꯂꯩꯔꯥꯡ ꯍꯦꯛꯇꯨꯅ ꯂꯤꯡꯖꯦꯜ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯂꯪꯅ ꯂꯦꯡꯗꯨꯅ ꯈꯥꯡꯕ ꯀꯟꯕꯒꯤ ꯌꯦꯟꯗꯥꯏꯗ ꯍꯥꯞꯇꯨꯅ ꯀꯠꯂꯨꯁꯤꯅꯦ ꯏꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯌꯥꯗ ꯀꯠꯂꯨꯁꯤꯅꯦ ꯏꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯌꯥꯗ ꯂꯩꯒꯤ ꯃꯟꯗꯤꯔ ꯁꯥꯔꯨꯁꯤ ꯏꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯦ ꯌꯣꯠꯀꯤ ꯃꯟꯗꯤꯔ ꯃꯥꯡꯒꯗꯕ ꯀꯣꯂꯤꯡ ꯀꯥꯔꯒ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯦ ꯅꯨꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯟꯗꯤꯔ ꯂꯨꯞꯀꯗꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯒꯤ ꯏꯆꯦꯜꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯦ ꯆꯦꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯟꯗꯤꯔ ꯋꯥꯡꯅ ꯁꯥꯔꯒ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯇꯪ ꯃꯟꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯀꯨꯏꯅ ꯁꯥꯔꯨꯁꯤꯅꯦ ꯂꯩꯒꯤ ꯃꯟꯗꯤꯔꯗꯣ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯅꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯒꯤ ꯏꯊꯛ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯄꯪꯈ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯆꯣꯡꯂꯛꯄ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯂꯩꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯔꯅ ꯃꯟꯗꯤꯔꯒꯤ ꯌꯨꯝꯕꯤ ꯌꯨꯡꯂꯨꯁꯤ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯅꯕ ꯃꯁꯥ ꯃꯔꯦꯡ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯑꯁꯨꯝ ꯀꯨꯏꯔꯛꯂꯒ ꯀꯨꯝꯕꯤ ꯀꯥꯂꯦꯟ ꯅꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯁꯥꯠꯄ ꯂꯩꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯔ ꯊꯤꯔꯨꯁꯤ ꯊꯥꯔꯨꯁꯤ ꯃꯟꯗꯤꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯀꯣꯏꯕꯗ ꯃꯈꯣꯡ ꯏꯪꯍꯟꯁꯤ ꯃꯤꯠꯀꯤ ꯄꯤ ꯏꯐꯨꯠꯅ ꯄꯪꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯁꯨ ꯑꯃꯥꯡꯕ ꯍꯛꯆꯥꯡꯅ ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯁꯅꯨ ꯄꯨꯛꯅꯤꯡ ꯂꯩꯔꯥꯡꯗꯨ ꯁꯥꯠꯍꯧꯁꯅꯨ ꯇꯒꯨꯞ ꯇꯒꯨꯞꯅ ꯃꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯃꯟꯗꯤꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯀꯣꯏꯕꯗ ꯍꯦ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯃꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯁꯕꯥꯛ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯁꯊꯇ꯭ꯌꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛ थाबियु मंदिर की अकोइबदा पुंसीब पामलबदी मैतई चनुगी मातृ मंदिर हौब लेपालगी केलक्प लैरांग मखोंग लोइदुना पुखिदुना मतमगी इचेलना ताउरसनु समुद्र सिन्ब थुंगना ताउरसनु समुद्र सिन्ब थुंगना मातृ मंदिर हौब लेपालगी चौखटलक्प मसा मरेंग अतियाद थत्सनु नोंगी लंबी पोथारसनु मिरैबाकी चेकला पोथारसनु मिरैबाकी चेकला मैतई तंपाक्ता हौब लैरांग थारुसनु समुद्र वांगमदसु सातलुसनु भारत की विश्वविद्यालयदा करीगी ngamloidage lay parengna tatrabadi lay parengna tatrabadi tang asida aigi sayang lochonjare mayambu amuka hanna thagachari
Hagasari Daren Sandam Mari Subada Kodokchari Cadet Mutum Diptendu Singh Class 9A 4068 Raman House Mana TV Gadova Sabina Maitai Kavi Sayang Asibu Ibirakpa Fapun Saubasi Dawi Ase Cadet Mutum Diptendu Singalagi Maitai Kavi
ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯃꯛꯇꯗ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯤꯒꯤ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯆꯥꯡꯗꯝꯅꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯏ ꯇꯥꯡꯕꯜ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯎꯔꯕ ꯊꯧꯗꯥꯡ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯏꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯅꯕꯗ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯆꯥꯔꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯁꯤꯄꯜ ꯚꯥꯏꯁ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯁꯤꯄꯜ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯕꯨ ꯏꯈꯨꯠ ꯄꯥꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯇꯥꯛꯄꯤ ꯇꯝꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯒꯨꯔꯨꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯐꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯏꯀꯣꯛꯅꯣꯅ ꯈꯨꯔꯨꯝꯖꯔꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯊꯧꯔꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯎꯔꯕ ꯊꯧꯗꯥꯡ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯖꯨꯔꯤꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯐꯝꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯀ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯏꯀꯣꯛꯅꯣꯅ ꯈꯨꯔꯨꯝꯖꯔꯤ ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯏꯃꯤꯡ ꯃꯨꯇꯨꯝ ꯗꯤꯞꯇꯦꯟꯗꯨ ꯑꯦꯗꯥꯝ ꯅꯝꯕꯔ 4068 ꯔꯃꯟ ꯍꯥꯎꯁꯀꯤ ꯃꯤꯍꯨꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯊꯤꯖꯒꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯀꯕꯤ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯏꯕꯤꯔꯛꯄꯅ ꯃꯤꯡ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯟꯖꯔꯕꯗ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯔꯥꯛꯄꯝ ꯆꯥꯎꯕ ꯀꯧꯏ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯔꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯀꯕꯤ ꯅꯥꯔꯛꯇ ꯁꯥꯠꯄ ꯂꯩꯔꯥꯡꯅ ꯅꯝꯕꯤꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯅ ꯑꯔꯦꯝꯕꯗ ꯀꯦꯟꯕꯒꯨꯝ ꯏꯃꯥꯏꯗ ꯂꯣꯠꯄ ꯃꯅꯤꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯤꯅꯕ ꯂꯩꯇꯅ ꯑꯔꯦꯝꯕꯗ ꯉꯥꯟꯕꯒꯨꯝ ꯆꯤꯡꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯟꯁꯥꯕ ꯍꯥꯎꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯟꯉꯥꯛꯄ ꯁꯅꯥ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯅ ꯑꯔꯦꯝꯕꯗ ꯁꯥꯠꯂꯝꯃꯤ ꯑꯔꯦꯝꯕꯗ ꯉꯥꯜꯂꯝꯃꯤ ꯈꯪꯕꯤꯅꯕ ꯂꯩꯇꯅ ꯋꯥꯈꯜ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯈꯟꯕꯗ ꯑꯍꯤꯡ ꯅꯨꯡꯊꯤꯜ ꯑꯅꯤꯗ ꯑꯋꯥꯕꯅ ꯐꯨꯝꯕꯪꯅꯩ ꯒꯣꯃꯨꯈꯤꯒꯤ ꯅꯥꯄꯣꯝꯗ ꯚꯥꯒꯤꯔꯊꯤ ꯒꯪꯒꯥꯅ ꯏꯆꯦꯜ ꯐꯥꯡꯅ ꯆꯦꯟꯕꯒꯨꯝ ꯊꯃꯣꯏ ꯂꯀꯥꯅꯨꯡꯗꯨꯗ ꯁꯤꯟꯊꯔꯤꯕ ꯂꯥꯏꯖꯅ ꯃꯤꯠꯂꯨ ꯅꯥꯄꯣꯝ ꯊꯨꯝꯅꯔꯤ ꯅꯆꯥꯅ ꯄꯥꯡꯒꯜ ꯆꯥꯎꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯉꯩ ꯄꯂꯦꯝꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯕ ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯉꯩ ꯏꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯕꯥ ꯉꯝꯂꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯄꯂꯦꯝ ꯁꯛꯄꯤ ꯏꯃꯥꯋꯣ ꯇꯣꯜꯂꯕ ꯅꯆꯥ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯨꯖꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯜꯂꯣꯏꯅꯗꯨꯅ ꯌꯀꯥꯏꯔꯣꯟꯕꯨ ꯈꯟꯖꯒꯦ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯔꯕ ꯅꯆꯥꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯝ ꯙꯔꯥ ꯅꯠꯇꯅ ꯀꯠꯆꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯖꯗꯦ ꯊꯃꯣꯏ ꯂꯀꯥꯅꯨꯡꯗꯨꯗ ꯚꯛꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯥꯁꯟ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯂꯦꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯄꯂꯦꯝꯃꯣ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯠꯀꯨꯞ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯗ ꯈꯨꯌꯥ ꯈꯥꯕꯨ ꯀꯥꯎꯗꯕ ꯄꯤꯅꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯏꯃꯥꯋꯣ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯔꯕ ꯏꯔꯣꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯕꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯀꯕꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯈꯤꯅꯤ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯀꯕꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯈꯤꯅꯤ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯀꯕꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯈꯤꯅꯤ ꯏꯅꯨꯡ ꯁꯣꯔꯥ ꯇꯩꯔꯛꯂꯦ ꯆꯤꯡꯈꯩ ꯐꯤꯗꯨꯞ ꯍꯨꯜꯂꯛꯂꯦ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯂꯟꯕꯥꯎ ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯅꯤ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯗꯥꯡ ꯋꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯥꯟꯗꯨꯗ ꯇꯝꯌꯥ ꯀꯣꯔꯤ ꯆꯦꯟꯕꯗ ꯊꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯔꯕꯥꯟ ꯊꯛꯇꯨꯗ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯒꯤ ꯑꯥꯁꯟ ꯊꯥꯗꯨꯅ ꯏꯊꯛ ꯏꯔꯩ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯗ ꯄꯂꯦꯝꯒꯤ ꯐꯖꯕ ꯌꯦꯡꯖꯍꯧ ꯊꯥꯕꯜꯅ ꯏꯄꯣꯝ ꯍꯧꯔꯕ ꯁꯪꯕꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯑꯍꯤꯡꯗ ꯏꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯅꯤꯡꯊꯤꯕ ꯌꯦꯡꯖꯍꯧ ꯄꯣꯝꯕꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯂꯦ ꯋꯥꯠꯇꯦꯗꯣ ꯆꯦꯛꯂꯥ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯦ ꯅꯣꯞꯇꯦꯗꯣ ꯀꯕꯤꯅ ꯋꯥꯠꯄ ꯍꯧꯅꯗꯦ ꯁꯔꯠꯀꯤ ꯊꯥꯕꯜ ꯑꯔꯨꯕ ꯀꯥꯂꯦꯟ ꯂꯩꯔꯥꯡ ꯐꯖꯕ ꯀꯕꯤꯒꯤ ꯍꯔꯥꯎꯅꯐꯝꯅꯤꯗꯣ ꯃꯄꯨꯒꯤ ꯊꯧꯖꯥꯜ ꯐꯪꯂꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯂꯕ ꯂꯝꯗꯝꯁꯦ ꯀꯕꯤꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯛꯅꯐꯝꯅꯤꯗꯣ Ichil inaw pumnamak liching amatta oiduna imagi laman singnaba loksingi thangmai thansanu palemgi seba tausanu maitai kabi lakhini maitai kabi lakhini maitai kabi lakhini matang asida aigi seng lojare thagachari mayambo ngana ikongona khurumjari.
Thank you. Mutum Jitendra Singh. Next, Matanga Manga Subada. Cadet Lasram Homendra Singh. Class 9A 4026 Tower House. Mana TV Adobo saying Mamina Paikat Lage Korjaise. Saying a simple Ibiakina Haiden Pramodini Day. Tavirasi Lasram Homendra Dagi Paikat Lage Korjaise.
ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯃꯛꯇꯗ ꯗꯥꯏꯁꯇ ꯂꯦꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯔꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯏꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯝꯅꯕꯗ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯆꯥꯔꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯁꯤꯄꯥꯜ ꯁꯔ, ꯕꯤꯄꯤ ꯁꯔ, ꯖꯗꯖꯦꯁ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯊꯧꯔꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯇꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯠꯌꯦꯡ ꯇꯥꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯒꯨꯔꯨ, ꯏꯃꯥ ꯏꯕꯦꯟ, ꯃꯔꯨꯞ ꯃꯄꯥꯡ, ꯏꯆꯤꯟ ꯏꯅꯥꯎ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯄꯨ ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛꯅ ꯏꯀꯣꯛꯅꯣꯅ ꯈꯨꯔꯨꯝꯖꯔꯤ. ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯂꯕ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯆꯥꯡꯗꯝꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯊꯧꯔꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛ ꯏꯁꯥꯃꯛ ꯂꯥꯏꯁ꯭ꯔꯝ ꯍꯣꯃꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯁꯤꯡ, ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁ 9, admission number 4026, Tagore House ki mihut amoina, miyami bhamda, sereng amakhak lanthok chagadaw. Ayhagna lanthok chagadaw riba sereng asigi mamingdi, paikhat lage khorjaisi. Sereng asibuling biramba, lay khidraba aibi, khaidem pramodini devi. Sereng asi miyami bhamda, khudol tamjari. Paikhat lage khorjaisi. Lobuk khuding lapsitle, Inkol kuding ikang, turel kuding laikrak thang, pukri kuding ikang. Atiya masu musuk mo, malang masu mahubu. Kari mataw kau bagay. Langgol pairam batay bang sing, ngam nakhawang chenakri. Koraw masu teng bangli, mangal yak na thadorak. Sara nung samay sada, chenaram batay bang sing, laikrak thak talik thari, laikrak thak talik thari. Taibang kana hingam laroy, karibu sado na hingani, karibu takto na lengin. Taibang ngam na tumdringay, kangu taktake dringay, aroy bi upay yeng na. Paikat lage nga sidi, paikat lage korjaisi. Saram lage yolay nong tag, maang dalay ribalabok asida. Horak libamirol asigidamak, kev kibata arabuso ayhang na, ipang kana ayaw na. Lauko nahaksu itung in kutta korje ipaiduna kutta korje ipaiduna punsi panthung yaudringai thawai ni mikol taringai pangal sare pharingai thangatlo thangol paikhatlo polum puraklo awon betaibangi ngalhallo manigi mangal karigi tumduna leibage haugallo thengle irai baksa sa Yolay nong thang sarako, maang kigadaw na balapam ase, amuk tadi kalhaw sini itaw ko. Chatle nga sinataw di, leng da korjay thong dun, lawbuk may kay pang lagi. Kum gilawpam semlam lagi, Kuna magpamuka na thagat siya.
Agasari, Cadet Lasram Homendra Singh. Taruk Subota Kokoksari Cadet Project Inthaujam, Class 9C 4024 Raman House. Mana TV Gadawa saying Mamina Naitom Tava Jatri. Saying a civil Ibirakwa Arke Jaljitsu. Novira say Cadet Project Inthaujam Dagi Naitom Tava Jatri.
Ahan Bamaktada Ikai Kumnabada Matik Charaba, School Asigi, Principal, Vice Principal, Adam Officer. Aibu takpi tambiriba oza sing iyamba inaw amadi ngasigi saireng sangdamnaba asibu live streaming gi khuthangda yengbiriba khwai pumnamakki mafamda ikokno na khurumjari aigi ming Rosit Ningthaujam class 9 admission number 4024 Raman House ki mihut ama oina ngasigi saireng sangdamnaba asida saruk yajari Aina ngasi lanthok sagadawriba saireng asigi maming naitom taba jatri saireng asibu Ibiramba Kabina Rajkumar Zarjit Singha Laubirasi Aigi Sereng Naitom Taba Zatri Mamlabadi Lambini Satminnasi Haurunu Kananasu Yarakloi Umang Fauna Satpani Hanna Yeng na Kaurunu Kananasu Kumlakloi Talibadi Mairado Ngalini Mutli Mutli Umang the Fauna Tanikna Satlo Salo Zatri Salo Satlo Salo Zatri Salo Maira Tan Gilakpadi Chatlo Salo Natomta Satlo Salo Natomta Mamlabadi Lambisi Akut Atong Marakta Tingkang Mapay Laybani Mamlabadi Lambisi Akut Atong Marakta Tingkang Mapay Laybani Tingkang Gidi Marakta Kalak Yengti Mayamna Nang Busike Lumbani Nang Busike Lumbani Janabana Pisumsuk Saray Fidi Kaunakse Nang Busayge Laybani Nang Busayge Laybani Nungsibana Makase Kulay Chet na Pai Hat ke Haina Lumbani Kalakpana Natung In Yengtibana Langoichan Satlo Satlo Natomta Mayra Mangan Matung In Akut Atong Lambida Satlo Zatri Natomta Satlo Zatri Natomta Arapada Nangmadi Nong Nangang Manatiko Arapada Nangmadi Nong Nangang Manatiko Yekna Bana Saibani Yekna Bana Saibani Iraw Kongum Tabadi Iraw Kondinattedo Iraw Kongum Tabadi Iraw Kondinattedo Nok Nabagi Makolni Nok Nabagi Makolni Karagi Lamdam Sanglaga Nang Buhat Palakladi Thauna Faba Ningsingu Buddha, Jishu, Mahatma, Lambiduda Satpagi, Sikhibani Makoishu, Sikhibani Makoishu. Mani oina ngalani, Nangi Saru Mayamna, Mani oina ngalani, Nangi Saru Mayamna, Amambagi Marakta, Amambagi Marakta. Lambi takpo oirani, Tungdalak Kanada, Akut Atong Lambida, Akut Atong Lambida. Matang si Daigi sa inyo sinjare, pumna magpumukan na tagat pumundog sari.
Thank you, Cadet Roger Inthojam. Tare Subada Kotok Sari, Cadet Yohel Kakhetrimayum, Class 9A, 3991 Netaji House. Mana Tipigadaba saying Mamina, Nintam Numina Lakpada. The winner say Cadet Yohel Kakhetrimayum Dagi. Sayang Nintam Numina Lakpada.
Karigino ngasi Bharat Pumbada Bharat Machasingna Harau Nungaiba Fungdok Nariba. O ngasi se Bharat na Ningtamba Funkiba Numit Masiga Loinana ngasi Manipuri Sayang Tiba Tangdam Naba Asida Ay Isama Yohenba Ketrimayum. Class 9 admission number 3991 Netaji House ki Mahut Sinduna Mayapum na Makimafamda Isagi ikut na izaba sereng ama kudol tamjai. Sereng asigi maming ningtam numit na lakpada. Laubira si agi sereng ningtam numit na lakpada. Ngasi August 10 swadhintagi numit ni Bharat Basi singna ningtam ba fangkiba numit ni. Numit sina lakpada Bharat Basi pumna maki thamoy harau dungai ba na thankre. Paiki Bharat imagi machu ahumgi fira nungairaba numit August 10 English Amaga Chamapan Nifutaret Asida. Nongdon Takta Paiki, Geruwa Machuna, Katokpa, Taunale Bagi Mahuchina. Paiki Yangoba Machuna, Tamoy Sengba, Japatpa, Santiki Pogel, Buduna. Amuksu, Asang Mamachuna Takli, Japatpa, Manglongda, Jangshinba. Ngasi, Numit, August 10 Oihanbada. Katkibani Maralay Zatraba Bharat Basi Lising Kayagi Kawai. Kang Kibani, Jahi Jamagi Minai Nai Kangi Punchirel, Ango Bazati Wayanda. Laki British Zatina, Sanagi Marunko Piuchi Kutiduna, Bharat Imagi Lemaida, Lalonba Ama Oina. Tapna language ki Bharat Imabu, Makogi Makada Tamki, Minai Yotling, Tangbiduna. Ningtamba Pangnaba Hodnabada Bharat Imagi Asing Mapari Mamung Gaya Gayana Tholaki Mahatma Gandhi Bhagat Singha Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Rani Lakshmi Bai, Sekthabagi Loiba Nararoidraba, Atauba Ataubi Kayana, Bharat Imagi, Ningtambagi Lakau to Sarukyaki, Katki Igi Balidan. Laisab Laichu Manadraba, Bharat Lakol the Sat Palarang Kayana, Punchil Lagalinki, Zatigi Mapa, Mahatma Gandhina, Tat Panararoidraba, Ima Laibak Nushibagi, Langnana Linki, Lake Bareng. Tadat Pangam Kide, Malim the Kan Kraba, Numita Banai de Hainariba, British Zatigi Makutna, saying Labalarang Kayagi, Lake Baringu. Ning Tamba Fangnava Honavada, Jokta Banai Tolaki, Bharat Imagi Macha Kaya Kayana, Imagi Pirang, they talk never. Sizinaki, Hingsa, Ahingsagi Kutlai, Mamai Tanga Mai Paki, Mahatama Mintol Fanglaba, Mamata Kutlai, Ahingsana. Ngasi, Ningtambagi Numit, Agastara Mangana Lakpada, Ima Lebaki Damak, Karigumba Karatawanga Binabiu, Inkalak Liba, Satra Naharul Aikoida, Utsage, Taunaling Jail, Maliam Gilam Jail the Yauduna, Bharat Imagi Asima Mapari Koina. Pauhan Biu, Mipum Kudimata Imaleba, Nushibagi Nushi Ijel, Tona Faraba, Atoba, Atobi Makwagi Matok Tamduna. Yafare, Imalebakna, Yafare, Ima Baratna, Ningtambagi Numit, Agastara Mangana Lakpada, Aikoi, Amat the Oina Punsilasi, Manglonda, Jansilasi, Imalebakna, Yafare. Matanga Sida, Edi saying Lucinzere, Mayambon Panapurumze.
Thank you, Joen Baketrimayum. Aroi Boina, Manipu Point Recitation Gate, Aroi participant, Cadets Yumkaibam Biswara Singh, Class 9B, 4036 Sibaji House. Mana TV Gadaba saying Mamina Nogum Lakoda, saying Asibu Ibirakwa Asangbam Minikatan Singh. Obviously, Cadet Yumkaibam Biswara Singadagi, Nogum Lakoda.
Ahan Mamaktada, Zazeski Pomlang the Linksin Beba, Ikai Kumna Matik Charaba, Ozasing, Amadi, Nasigi Torum Asibu, Mapung Fan Begani Haiduna, Yeng Tabiriba, Ibutakpi Tambiriba, Ozaguru, Maruk Mapang, Kwai Kibikpu, Taram no Chabulena, Ikai Kumna Wood Jerry. Nasi, Tawangi Tarukni Chanba, Tangjanumitki, Sing Labapung from Masida, Ihak, Cadet Vishoras, emission number 4036. Shivaji House Kimihud Amoina, Mayami Mafamda, saying Amalantok Jagadori. Lantok Jagadori by saying Mamina, Nongum Lakoda. Aduga, saying a Sigi Aibana, Gabi Asang Minakatan Singha. Lominarsi, Aigi saying, Nongum Lakoda. Yamba Saiba, Saying Kumaba, Nongum Ningai Oidabara, Nongum Lakoda. Ada Shana Pungayol, Palem nung si koloinu, tengtha ningai oidabara, tengtha koda. Labuk lamhang sangban wai, loibi chumbang kanjawai, malang thoroi ipom lang, para sara thon jenu. Ada sana pungayol, koloi nung si maninu, sayrang ningai oidabara, sayrang rakoda. Pai manunggi thaujal na, komlang lai chek na, Imphal nambul shintanu. Pari momnu okchenu. Ada sana pungayol, palem loibe kwangoinu, chaying ningai oidabara, chaying lakhoda. Pari momnu chanjenu, palem ima pukphanu, koloi nungshi chingkhainu, asay nangbu kaubara, yakai ningai oidabara, yakai rakhoda. Naroi nangi nungbangwai, nanau nangi londaiwai, chaying nangbu kaujaye. Sayhan ningai oidabara, sayhan lakhoda. Chekla kai dong kai nawai, malang nongnam lamukwai, paloi ningai oidabara, paloi rakhoda. Wanglay pungboy amadang, mirat chajing loy nawai, palem nung simingawrol. Hada shana pungayol, palem layek taret nu, thaugan ningai oidabara, thaugal lakhoda, thaugal lakhoda. Naroi nanaw kibik na, palem komlang wai na wai, komlang laman singningai, yang daw lambi ching na wai, ningsha ninghal phamdeng na, ꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯒꯨꯜ ꯃꯥꯖꯩꯌꯦ ꯂꯝꯖꯤꯡꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯕꯔꯥ ꯂꯝꯖꯤꯡꯂꯛꯈꯣꯗꯥ ꯍꯥꯗ ꯁꯅꯥ ꯄꯨꯡꯉꯌꯣꯜ ꯌꯦꯜꯍꯧ ꯑꯉꯥꯟ ꯄꯥꯟꯊꯣꯏꯅꯨ ꯃꯤꯡꯒꯧꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯕꯔꯥ ꯃꯤꯡꯒꯧꯔꯛꯈꯣꯗꯥ ꯃꯤꯡꯒꯧꯔꯛꯈꯣꯗꯥ ꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯆꯩꯖꯤꯡꯕ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯈꯨꯃꯥꯕ ꯃꯥꯂꯪꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯕꯔꯥ ꯃꯥꯂꯪꯔꯛꯈꯣꯗꯥ ꯃꯥꯂꯪꯔꯛꯈꯣꯗꯥ ꯅꯣꯡꯒꯨꯝꯂꯛꯈꯣꯗꯥ ꯅꯣꯡꯒꯨꯝꯂꯛꯈꯣꯗꯥ ꯃꯇꯥꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯁꯩꯔꯦꯡ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯟꯖꯕꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯄꯨ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯊꯥꯒꯠꯆꯔꯤ
Cadet Yungkaibam Biswarat Singh, Yungkaibam Biswarat Singh ana Nungum Lakoda Hibas Hayang as TV Kibaluna Inter-House Manipur Poem Recitation Science School Imphal Sinja Langdon Pangtok Chariba Recitation as Matang Sita Losinjare, Lona Maka Tarkuda. May I now request Wing Commander Sri Prakash J, Vice Principal Science School Imphal to convey a few words. Thank you, sir. Please go.
We on? Jai Hind everyone, and Kurumjari to all of you. Firstly, my compliments to the cadets who participated today. It was extremely good for me to see all of them. The entire school misses you, as I keep saying. It was extremely good to see that the confidence level of our cadets hasn't gone down in spite of the interval of the lapse which has been going on. So it's extremely heartening to know that you are very, very confident. The confidence is palpable. The enthusiasm is very infectious. Extremely heartening to know. I'm extremely proud of my cadets that they still have the zeal and enthusiasm to do well in such competitions. My compliments to all the cadets who spoke. They spoke extremely well, be it the slam dunking Farrell, or the twinkling feet Sasang and Suraj, or the all-knowing Pibarel, the youngster Patrick, Shruti. They all spoke well. When Shruti talks about Sheesh Nahi Jukayenge, that's exactly what the school wants to do. Am I offline? Huh? Sorry? Which on? Sorry. Sorry for the glitches. I look so good that even technology is jealous of me. So that's how it is. But what I'm trying to say is, in spite of all these glitches, we try to overcome, we try to make an effort to make sure that we get things online. And my compliment to all the cadets, as I was saying, be it Pibarel, Farrell, Suraj, Sasang, Patrick, Shruti, and the rest of the boys who are joined from various places, Bhavya Jangid, Maurya, they were joined from across the country. So it again shows how integrated we are and how online technology has helped us to bridge the gap, the divide. So the topic of the debate, technology and unemployment, it's very, very ironical that we talk about technology, raising unemployment rates, but at the same time use technology for our own benefit. So it's something which is very questionable, which is very debatable. Such topics are extremely good that we reignite our knowledge, experience, etc. My compliments also to the staff members who have done an extremely good job in the short span of time. It's not been easy. We have quite a few old timers who are trying to catch up with technology, but they did a magnificent job out of it. Mr. Tikane, the rest of the crowd, the rest of the staff members who did an extremely, extremely good job. Proud of them, proud of their achievements. We started with scratch and we are at a level where we can compete easily with the best schools in the country and abroad. I am proud to say that. I say this with all confidence. My compliments also to the parents who are an important cog in the wheel of the school development. Without them, nothing is possible. As I keep saying, we require three pillars: one is the cadet, the staff members, and the parents, without whom the school cannot progress or develop further. Very happy to know that the school parents are also getting involved in this. So, what does the future hold for us? Well, hopefully, the pandemic will cease to exist, or we'll live with it in a very, very, you know, decent manner. But hopefully, we'll be able to see you soon because we all miss you a lot. The physical classes is something which is not comparable to anything, be it whatever technology we have. We want to see you online. We want to see you online. We want to see you offline, physical classes. You playing around, the noise, the holabu, the mess which creates, the mistakes you commit. This is all part of learning which we want to imbibe. So look forward to seeing you soon in the future. The only one lesson which I like to share with all of you is do not take things for granted. A simple thing as going to school, we used to take it for granted. The simple thing as bunking classes, we used to take for granted, but nothing is to be taken for granted anymore. Please live your life to the fullest. In spite of the challenges that you have, please live your life to the fullest and make sure that you imbibe, you enjoy every moment of your life to the fullest because you do not know what's going to happen next. That's my only thing which I can communicate to you. We are at the eve of the Independence Day. So I wish you all of you a very, very happy Independence Day. Stay well, stay healthy, and stay smart. May I now request Ma'am Nunida to announce the results and close the meet. Thank you and Jai Hind and Takachari.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Nonida, TGT English. That was one of the splendid performances shown by the cadets of Sainik School Imphal, and I feel privileged to announce the names of those winners. I will be announcing the names of the first three winners of each competition. I'll start with the English debate competition. The third position, it goes to Cadet Sasang, Adam number 3734 of Tagore House. Second position of English debate competition goes to Cadet Melvin, Adam number 3684 of Raman House. The first position of online English debate competition 2021-2022 goes to Cadet Malem Nganba, Adam number 3723. As for the house position, in the fourth position, we have Tagore House with a total of 221.5 points. On the third position, we have Shivaji House with 223 points. On the second position, we have Netaji House with 223.5 points. And the first position is Raman House with a total of 225.5 points. So Cadet Malanganba first position, Cadet Melvin second position, Cadet Sasang in third position. I congratulate each and every participant of English Debate Competition 2021-2022. Winners are few, but all of them did exceptionally well, and I hope that they will enhance their skills more in next year. Congratulations to everyone. Next, I will be announcing the names of the winners of the English Inter-House Hindi Poem Recitation Competition 2021-2022. The third position goes to Cadet Prince Kumar, Adam number 4074 of Netaji House. Second position goes to Cadet Konsam Patrick Singh, Adam number 4043 of Netaji House. The first position is none other than Cadet Shruti Podar, Adam number D283 of Raman House. Congratulations, winners. As for the house-wise position, we have Tagore House in the fourth position with 36 points. We have the Shivaji House in the third position with 54 points. Second position, we have got Raman House with 58 points, and Netaji House turns out to be the winner with 78 points. So congratulations, participants of Hindi poem recitation competition. It goes well with everyone. Each one of you did exceptionally well. So congratulations, Shruti, Patrick, and Prince. Next, I will announce the results of online English poem recitation competition 2021-22. So we have got third position. It's none other than Cadet Yohenba of class 9A, Adam number 3974 of Tagore House. Then we have in the second position Cadet Silas of class 9A, Adam number 4006 of Netaji House. And the winner is none other than Cadet Bellona, Adam number D2738B of Raman House. So, third position Yohenba, second position Cadet Silas, and first position Cadet Bellona. Now I will announce the position of the houses. We have got fourth position Shivaji House with 36 points. We have got third position Tagore House with 56 points. Raman House in the second position with 58 points. And the winner is Netaji House with 62 points. So Netaji House is the winning house. That was the result of online English poem recitation competition 2021-2022. Now, we have the result of inter-house Manipuri poem recitation competition. So there is a tie. All right, in the second position, first we have Rojit Ningthaujam, Adam number 4024 of Raman House. And the other second position holder is Yungkhaibam Bishwaras Singh, Adam number 4036 of Shivaji House. Then we have got the first position, that is none other than Adam number 4068, Cadet Mutum Diptendu of Raman House. Congratulations, winners. Now I will announce the position of the houses. We have got here fourth position Netaji House with 38 points. Third position Tagore House with 44 points. Shivaji House with 60 points, second position. The winner is Raman House with 86 points. So that's it. These are all the winners of English debate competition and poem recitation competition. Congratulations, winners. As for the competition, I would like to conclude by saying that all of you did very well. On behalf of the school, Sainik School Imphal, I wish you a bright future, and hopefully I feel that you will do better next time. There is always next time. And for those of you who did not win, please don't be disheartened, because next time it will be your turn. So as of now, I wish you all a healthy life. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy.